Hello everyone and welcome back to more IMR action. Today is day 4. I'm your caster Invisible Jong and joined by me is, want to introduce yourself?
Good afternoon everyone, it is Nyashi here and we are back here for day number 4 of IMR 5. So pretty interesting, we're now down to I believe 4 teams. We will be seeing Team Faculty and Hetchin today, and later on we will be seeing Team Aster Samya go up against Team ATG.
Yup, exactly what Onyashi just said. So here is going to be the bracket for those of you who like don't recall. So as we can see that yesterday after Team ATG and Team A.SMN won, they moved on in the winners bracket, or rather losers bracket, and they'll be facing off each other now, as Team VC and Hetian will be facing off each other also now, which is the match being held right now. As we can see, yep, this is the bracket, which Jafet pretty nicely helped me talk through it. So we're moving on to the rosters, so do you want to do the honors and introduce them? Oh, bruh, no, oops.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
I did
guys,
no. I'm gonna balance it out by showing this one too. Okay. I'm gonna balance it out. I'm fair. Yeah. So I'm gonna balance my accident by making another accident. Okay, now let's do it.
Alright. Well, at least now we know both teams are gonna win today, but I'm kidding. Unfortunately, only one of them will. And we'll start off here with Team Hetchin. I'm sure some of us are already familiar with these players. We got Yuki, Panda, Night Owl, and PP on the survivors. Pretty well known, and we do have Hetchin on the hunter side.
Yep. Which they're almost equivalent to UTP. And for Team Faculty with Kahari, Chi, Stalker, this one Chinese, the English name is Mother Thousand, Benno, and Autumn Boy here, as they are going to be representing for Team VC. And both of them are in the winners bracket, so that also means one thing is that the winner of this match will advance to the finals, grand finals at next week Sunday, and the losers will drop down to the losers bracket and they'll be facing off against the winner of the next match.
Yep, and it's definitely an advantage to win today because sure, you won't get that losers finals match, but it definitely gives you more time to just kind of take a break, relax, and watch what happens in that losers finals. So they definitely both want to win today.
Yeah. By the way, Jafet, get online.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yep. Jafet forgot.
Yep.
Jafet forgot to go online. Okay. So Sultan. Let's see. Is Sultan in the chat? I mean in this VC. Yep. All right. Yep. Sultan, you can begin.
But yeah, going back, let's just talk about kind of this matchup here between Team Faculty and Team Hetchin. Hetchin going up against the champions of last IMR, Team ATG, and managing to win in a breeze actually with 2 rounds.
2-0, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely Hetchin, kind of just UTP, but with Night Owl.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be the toughest competitor in this tournament, but don't count Faculty out just yet. The day before, they did beat Team Shadow Garden, who actually is unfortunately already eliminated in this tournament.
Yeah, hold on, let me just check to see if the audio is fine, because I need to check the stream chat real quick.
Alright. Anyways, they are doing bans right now while Jong is fixing.
Yeah.
So, might wanna be up.
Yeah, they're not banning just yet, so I think we should have a bit time. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now can work on the screen. So we are going to be moving as Team Hetian's Hunter. Oh, oops, I had the wrong one. Team Hetian's Hunter is going to be hunting first, and the first 2 bans we're going to be seeing is, oh my goodness, this is. I don't know about you, Jafet, but this is certainly leaning towards a certain hunter. And oops, I had the wrong BGM, but yeah.
Yep, and for those who are unaware, because we're kind of fixing the ban screens right now, Hetchin from Team Hetchin had just banned Psychologist and Barmaid. And usually when it comes to these bans, that only means one thing, which is going to be the Ivy.
Yep, exactly. Ivy or Dreamwitch does not also doesn't like healers, but then again, from what we see, we don't really see He play Dreamwitch often. So, Team Vacuity thinking like they have to think very carefully because this is the hunter that I think so far he landed a format elimination in every single match that he played. So you definitely want to keep your mind up against it as we're going to be seeing the Gardener and the Magician first. Gardener as a prevention from any potential opera singer plays, and for the Magician is actually works okayish against both the opera singer and the shadow, because the opera singer he can use the decoys to block off shadows, and for the shadow, though when he uses the decoy he can kick the leech off him.
Yep, I agree. Definitely just wanting to play a bit more safe, making sure that they don't give an opportunity here for an opera pick, because even though with those Ivy bans, still could happen. Though we are going to be seeing this survivor, or rather the hunter of Team Adkin, deciding to ban the coordinator, and immediately Team Vacuity is going to be bouncing on that mercenary, really strong Ivy counter, his ability to kind of just use his elbow pad to get away. And meanwhile, we do see a Seer ban from Team Hetien, and we're going to be seeing actually the Acrobat, which, to be honest, especially considering that this could be a Ivy, is a pretty interesting pick.
Yeah, definitely. So actually, like the thing is that Hetien leaned towards an Ivy playing in this map, but he also has the opera singer. Like we actually see it in the like non-stream qualifiers is that one of the teams planned to counter this Ivy and went a full-on Ivy counter comp, but he pulled an opera as a response and 4-man with it. Like he doesn't necessarily have to play the Ivy, but seeing this team comp, I think it's just more 50-50 for both hunters. Maybe the Shadow like Ivy would be better just because the Gardener doesn't work too well against the Shadow. But I think just based on Hetien having a high proficiency in both, it's really just like a personal preference for them.
Yeah, but I do think that Ivy is probably a bit stronger here, considering, again, Gardener and Acrobat kind of gets countered by Ivy because, with Ivy, you can just cancel Acrobat holding the ball. And with Gardener, when it comes to a bit more of a late game situation, she can sometimes become a liability, especially since you can kind of just 100 presence her almost immediately.
Yep, so there, let me see. The Hunter's hovering, okay, yep, it's locked in, so I'm gonna show it now on the screen. It is indeed going to be the Shadow, which, yeah, we pretty much all expected this because we feel like the Shadow's stronger. And also the Shadow's very strong in Arms Factory because it's a very small map, meaning that the Leech can easily like move all across the map within short distances and sort of control ciphers. Like recently I'm learning how to play Ivy, and her field control is very, very strong in this map.
Yeah, we've seen how kind of Ivy's revolutionized some of the hunters that we watch. I mean, one of the greatest examples, probably Fennel, who in IGL, right, they kind of struggled, like they didn't manage to get to Co7, but then in IGL, attached to just having such an amazing Ivy, able to propel them all the way to the finals there in IGL playoffs before eventually losing to Zeta. But we are going to be seeing here Hetien going to be spawning right beside here on Mercenary, probably maybe considering to go to Gardener, maybe Acrobat, and then just putting the Leech the other way. But yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of options here for Hetien to just kind of leech around and make sure that they're unable to be able to decode these ciphers. Meanwhile, we are going to see for the builds, we do see Gardener actually decides to bring Tree 6, same with the Mercenary, and very interestingly, we do see a Magician with 12-9, as well as the Acrobat. So definitely thinking maybe this is going to be a Shadow, so the Acrobat deciding to bring that 12-9 in order to just kind of do better or kind of do well against the character. So yeah, this definitely are very interesting persona traits, but now we are going to be heading right into this match between Team Hetien and Vacuity.
Yep, we are going to be heading into the match, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, this is a fight for a spot in the final. So alright, let's see, Hetien spawn into going to instantly like send out the Leech, just doing early Ivy game stuff, just wander around, Leech this, and right off the bat we're going to start with a pause, just to think carefully on what's the plan. So Hold on, Jafet can talk for a bit while I check on the situation.
Alright. But yeah, it does seem as if that before the match paused. Another thing that we should talk about, Hatien deciding that we're going to play 6-9 build with Blink. That is usually the build that most Ivy players bring. It does seem as if the match is good now, so I think we can continue forward here. Meanwhile, Hatien is going to be moving his way to Kairi. Meanwhile, he's also near Mercenary, forcing him out of the Cypher. Probably going to leech this Gardener off now. Will he consider teleporting? No, he does not. And now he's just kind of here in middle, just pressuring these Cyphers.
Yeah, that's a very common play for Ivy, is to drop the first leech, like drop the Ostracon at the first Cypher to like mess for a bit. And teleports here actually, and sends the leech off though, so it seems that he wants to get the scare off rather than using the leech on top of the acrobat, or maybe he already got the scare. Like I think I missed that over there. Anyways, Hatien will be continue pursuing Stalker's acrobat while going to be sending the leech towards the center at the same time, just gaining a lot of presence, and missed the scare here. So currently Hatien seems to be not able to find a good opportunity just yet. A Stalker is doing very well in position, but is able to get a scare in 99, and I think he looked back by accident, and that's going to land a hit onto him.
Yeah, I think he was trying to maybe flywheel the 1%, but just unable to. Still has a black ball and a red ball to use. Meanwhile, Hetchin is trying to pressure these Cyphers. Cheese is right nearby, and he's probably going to be teleporting now on Stalkers, who is within the vicinity. Deciding not to teleport immediately, but now just kind of closing off the area here.
Oh, it's going to teleport, and 60 corruption level, so now all it takes is one more scare, and down he goes. Acrobat not being able to use up the flywheel effect. But if we look at the Cypher progress, it isn't too bad, because it's almost like a near 2 Cypher kite, which is not enough, but it's into like the end of the world, and there's still possibility for survivors to do something from this situation.
Yep. Unfortunately, Cheese is going to be pushed away from the Cypher here. Meanwhile, Hudson is going to be staying within the vicinity. I believe Kyrie is going to be putting in new Cypher around sandbags, and meanwhile, Benno is going to be here within the vicinity, ready to rescue.
Seems I wanted to go for a farm here, not being able to. So now this is actually good, because the Hutian will be forced to pull the leech back. Actually he's going to leech first, and now he'll be forced to pull the leech back. So let's see, the Acrobat does have flywheel, and I believe he still has a firebomb coming up to work with, but able to leech on the Mercenary. Mercenary has to be careful. You do not want to get doubled down here, so now all will be on Stalkers. How will he use this flywheel effect to make it count?
Yep, we are going to see he's going to be able to get the hit through the window there. That's going to be a down on Acrobat. I will say, I believe that is plus tied, so still okay for the survivors here, but now we are going to be seeing 90% on Caesar's old Cypher. Meanwhile, Benno is going to be trying to break the rock within the vicinity here, and I believe the next rush is going to be from Kyrie.
Yep, so we have to see the Mercenary have to be careful, because the Mercenary does not want to get double down. Rushing the Cypher may not be the best idea over here. Mercenary currently cannot be leashed. After being leashed, he has to exit the area. He does not want to get double down here, as the Kahari will be coming in to rescue, because Kahari also has Tide Turner. So let's see, can the Acrobat make the next one count? And they have to be very careful, because they also don't want to interrupt Benno. Goes for the flywheel away the blink though, and it does end up going hit. But if there's one good news from the survivor, is that the Acrobat did manage to force up blink, so meaning that the next chase, like the pressure from the survivors will not be as large as the other way around.
I agree, but definitely one of the disadvantages the survivors has is like both Gardener and Mercenary are kind of injured, and it does seem as if Ivy has vision on the Gardener, so he does have the max presence to immediately down this Gardener, and that's going to be really tough. And sure, they're kind of decoding these Cyphers 50-50 now, but we are going to be seeing Kyrie I believe, just kind of getting away from the vicinity, knowing that he's probably going to get downed, and just trying to get away as far away from the Cyphers as possible. Pardon for the car honking at the back, I'm not really sure what he wants. But we are going to be seeing here, it does seem as if Benno will be having the last Cypher, and this does look like a tie from the side of team.
I'm not too certain, because he can just instantly teleport back. We have to see which Cypher. If the Mercenary Cypher is the one that has fewer progress, then this is bad. If he's the one with the higher progress, it's good, but yeah. So because the thing is, the Hutian also knows approximately which direction Cheese is coming, and he also knows the Mercenary's location because the leech is on him. So Cheese have to be very, very sneaky over here, because Benno's got exposed, and I think the plan is for them to do a switcheroo, but maybe even that is not the best idea too, because the thing is that then he can also leech onto the magician.
Yep, and Benno does finally get caught here, and we are going to be seeing here manages to get all the way to the Cypher here for Cheese and as well as the rescue. But now Cheese is kind of being pushed away from the Cypher. Oh my god, Kyrie actually was going to walk towards the Hunter, and Benno's actually right here. Meanwhile, Cheese is finally going to get leeched here, and now does try to use Flywheel. Unfortunately, not going to work here, and now this Cypher is at 91. But unfortunately, everyone is kind of injured here. They do have items, or specifically Mercenary does, and sure, he's now going to be trying to find these survivors here.
Yeah, actually, I think for Cheese, he made an error over there, is that he should have used his wand to instantly exit to kick the leech off him. So now he's gonna go back after this gardener who's dead on chair. So I think the question is where exactly is the magician? Because if the magician positions himself closer, he can instantly go back to rush because cannot teleport for a while. So let's see. Oh, able to get the scare, and now he's able actually to decode the Cypher. So it seems that He Tian did not pressure enough, but so able to get the blink down, but this gardener does have borrowed time. So now we're approaching endgame, and now he's gonna go back to this magician, but the magician already used the wand to escape for now.
Yep, though the leech is on the other side, so if Cheese kind of gets down really early here, this could be really bad, because guess what? The leech is on the other gate, so he's going to be able to immediately leech Kyrie here, who's dead on chair. We are going to see Cheese is going to get chaired, and now this is looking really bad. Actually, unable. I forgot, Kyrie still has cooldown, so all he has to do is try to open this gate on time. He doesn't have as much time. He's going to use the bubble, try and waste as much time as possible here, but will it be enough? That's the question. Kyrie's going to be...
Oh, wants a block. Oh, hold on, can the gardener.
Oh my... What a play there by Hetchen. Very unfortunate for Vacuity, as that was a really good high opportunity, but unfortunately for them, Hetchen managing to get the hit and the balloon. That's going to be a win for Team Hetchen.
Yeah, but the survivors managed, things were looking very, very bad for the survivors, but the survivors actually manages to claw their way to a one-man escape there. I think, first of all, Hetchen definitely played very well in the map pressure and all, but we definitely have to applaud Team Vacuity how they managed mid-game to manage to overturn such a dire situation back into a one-man escape, and they could have potentially tied, because as you mentioned, sending the gardener to pop the gate was a smart move, because the gardener was in cooldown at that point of time, and teleporting to the magician was not the best idea too.
Agreed, and I mean, I feel like they just really played it well, knowing that he can't teleport back to the magician immediately. He tried to down the gardener as soon as the magician hit 100, so tried to time that properly, but unfortunately could not get it down right on times and managed to pop that cipher.
Yeah.
So definitely very unfortunate that they did get the 3K, but Ivy being a very 4K hunter, I would say that's a pretty good win.
Yeah. I actually need to go back and check that. I wonder if Hetchen could teleport it back to the magician. I saw it's still an 8-second cooldown a few seconds ago. I'm not sure if he teleported back, could he have gotten the magician down at that prime cipher, because the magician we know does not borrow time. But yeah, we'll check over that during the break. But anyways, we'll take a quick break, and we'll see everyone after the break. So yep, see you in a bit.
Welcome to the Aquatic Games! Let's give a big round of applause to the host.
I'm holding this event to honor the tradition of the flame and fulfill our family's mission. But all the glory on the field has turned into a distant memory, while reality is drowning in the abyss. The flame is on the verge of extinguishing. In order for the ceremony to proceed as planned, I chose to listen to the guidance of my ancestors in the faint light of the flame. But the journey is long, and I fear... Go! Okay. The lighting of the flame will be the crowning moment for every athlete.
to the Aquatic Games! Let's give a big round of applause to the host.
I'm holding this event to honor the tradition of the flame and fulfill our family's mission. But all the glory on the field has turned into a distant memory, while reality is drowning in the abyss. The flame is on the verge of extinguishing. In order for the ceremony to proceed as planned, I chose to listen to the guidance of my ancestors in the faint light of the flame. But the journey is long, and I fear. Go! Okay. The lighting of the flame will be the crowning moment for every athlete.
Welcome to the Aquatic Games! Let's give a big round of applause to the host.
I'm holding this event to honor the tradition of the flame and fulfill our family's mission. But all the glory on the field has turned into a distant memory, while reality is drowning in the abyss. The flame is on the verge of extinguishing. In order for the ceremony to proceed as planned, I chose to listen to the guidance of my ancestors in the faint light of the flame. But the journey is long, and I fear.
Alright everyone, we're back with more, I don't know why every time I want to say IVA. More IMR action. I'm your caster, Invisible Joan, joined by me is Nyashi. So before we move on, let's have a quick recap onto the score just now, as it's a 3-man elimination over there. Jafet? Hold on, let me see, am I muted or something? Okay, I think something came out at Jafet's side, so yeah, I'm gonna talk for now. Welcome back, Sota, can you invite me?
Sincere apologies, John.
Yeah, no, it's okay, it's okay.
Anyways, let's just talk about Vacuity and Team Etienne. Now, Vacuity definitely still needs to kind of pull the strings, right? They did manage to get the one escape, but that does mean that Vacuity Hunter does need to maybe get the 4K in order to just build up that lead.
Yeah, or maybe a tie and make sure they don't get exceeded by points too. But one thing that we talked about, like just now at break, is that I believe Hetien has been a very dominant force because he 4-manned every game he played in, and I think Team Vacuity just now, it was the first time that they managed to not get 4-manned by Hetien. So that really showcases the strength of Team Vacuity, and they're going to be like, well, I heard that you have a very solid run throughout this tournament. Well, it will not be that easy for you today.
I agree. I mean, we were just talking about how Team Vacuity really earned their place here in this winners finals match. So definitely gonna be trying to hold on here against Team Team Hetien. And what's more interesting is, right, we were seeing in that match against ATG, the former champions, how they were really struggling against Hetien. Meanwhile here, Team Vacuity able to hold on just a bit longer. So definitely really showing their perseverance right now.
Yep, definitely showing their they definitely did not want to go down that easily, and so you can begin whenever you want. Yep, so definitely Vacuity, because like both of these teams were first place in their groups respectively. Hetien was the first place of Group D, and here's Group A, and they're definitely gonna go down. And they were the teams. Team Vacuity also defeated Lumensomnia and Shadow Gardens for the way through here, so they definitely are not to be looked down upon.
Agreed, and yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see now. Talzin or Towson. Is it Towson or Talzin?
Well, I think since you didn't tell me, I pronounce Towson, but yeah, just do it whatever you want.
Well, I will pronounce it as Towson as well. So we're going to be seeing here Towson of Team Vacuity going to be deciding to ban that first officer and that seer, which is kind of it's actually a really interesting ban because that usually means it's going to be an opera singer.
Yeah, though we actually see the journalist and the coordinator being selected over here, and honestly, one thing I noticed from He Tian is that they really like the journalist because it seems to me that they selected first almost every time, and they also like the arms factory because they also selected it first every time. So anyways, journalist and coordinator are the first two being selected, and we're going to be waiting on the third band. It's going to be the female dancer because Towson here definitely did their homework because we've seen last week how He Tian used the female dancers' music boxes to stall the opera singer for some time. Because I think it was their opponent was Kaidi last week. Kaidi's proficiency of opera was high, but also got stalled a lot by the music boxes. So Towson is like, nope, I'm not gonna deal with that today.
Yep, Team Vacuity definitely doing their research here in this match. Another thing I really like to add is that Journal's really strong against that opera, but once this team comp against Ivy doesn't really look great in my opinion. I mean, you have Afro who can get cancelled, Journalist is kind of just tough, especially once we have max presence. Coordinator can stall some time, actually a hefty amount of time, but especially if you haven't reached the shared survivor, it usually really doesn't matter. And meanwhile, we do see here I guess they're listening to me because they decide to pick a character that does do well against against Ivy, which is the psychologist.
Yeah. So we're waiting on Mother Towson's pick, and one thing that we note last week, I think he played opera singer 2 games in a row, so we do know he's an opera singer, and the shadow also got banned, so I would assume that Towson also have the shadow. And if it's deciding between both, then maybe the shadow might be a bit better here just because of the journalist, but honestly I just feel like it's 50-50. This is a solid team comp on both sides, and really depends on how Towson wants to play. But we did see him play opera first, but opera is actually not that strong in this map. I mean, considering this is the opera's weakest map.
I do kind of agree with that. And another thing to add is just we are going to be seeing that shadow, and I think there's a multitude of reasons other than just the fact that the comp is just in general kind of weak against that Ivy. Sure, there's that psychologist that you have to worry about, but she's kind of a clean palette once you're in the late game, once you have the tension up, because that bubble isn't really going to do you favors. But we are going to be seeing here Ivy from Team Vacuity, so I'm very much excited to see another Ivy match here. That's something that you are going to be seeing very often once you've reached an incredibly high level, as we are going to be seeing here Team He Tian maybe going for this edges strat, so just spawning at the edges. This is a very common spawn up against Ivy because it kind of you're just able to make sure that not as much ciphers does get blocked. Night Owl will be spawning here on top of the psychologist, coordinator staying on bot, journalist within the vicinity of factory, which could be good because you have a lot of pals to use using your Orpheus, and then you do have the acrobat spawning right here on the corner. Yep, so definitely very interesting. We do see most of them brought 9, journalists brought 6-9, and Cord actually brought 3-6.
Yeah, so actually here as Nyashi mentioned, very good job for them to scatter apart. For just let's see. So now the plan here is Ivy will probably send the leech after the psychologist and the acrobat, and then chase whoever she deems a better target, because journalists might be a bit of an issue for early game wise, just because there's still some puppets to play around with palettes. But I'll say this, I don't see anyone in this team comp a particularly good chase for the Ivy, but I also don't see anyone that's particularly a very bad chase here.
Yeah, so definitely anyone can be chased here. Maybe leave Psychologist for that late game. Again, kind of a clean palette once you've reached that stage. We are going to be seeing here this match going to be starting here very soon. Vacuity, as much as possible, wants to get that 4K so that they can get that early round lead. 3K is also pretty good, and tie maybe just to mitigate some of that point deficit. And now we are going to be seeing here Team Vacuity up against Team Etienne.
Yep, this is the second round. Ideally, Mother Thousand wants a tie. If that was a free K, if not, then go for a tie. But seemingly he'll be heading straight to Yuki straight away. Yuki's journalist. Yuki playing hide and seek here. So let's see, does Mother Thousand know where the Yuki is? But doesn't seem like it. So early game wise, it seems that Thousand not being able to find a target, and Yuki hiding behind that rock.
Yep, and it does seem as if he's putting that leech towards Panda, so he may consider switching to him. But we are going to be seeing that the survivors are just kind of decoding here, and he's still unable to find a survivor, just trying to pressure here and there. But the problem with this kind of play is that, you know, they're still going to be able to decode, and you're not really chasing anyone, so you're able to pressure these survivors, but you still don't have any kind of actual leverage.
Yeah, like chasing, like that. This play only can bring you for so long, but Acrobat only has 19 corruption level, and he seems he U-turns back into Acrobat and not being able to get any corruption. So let's see, a bit of a mind game, able to get 65. So now this Acrobat is one more bomb from death. So he runs into the bomb area here. It seems that he goes for a blink here, a very smart move. So here Acrobat also equally smart move is to purposely like look at the hunter to cancel the one of corruption, able to not being able to prevent the Acrobat from vaulting through the window, because if the reaction time was faster, the window could not been vaulted. So now this will be a bit of an issue for the Ivy, because the Ivy has nothing to clear out the Acrobat for now.
Yep, and he's considering switching targets here, which, I mean, I'm a bit iffy about. Will he consider just kind of like maybe pressuring these ciphers? No, he's actually fully switching here. So that's definitely very interesting, because Psycho can officially heal through the whistle. And we are going to be seeing, doesn't seem to be doing that just yet. Seems as if it's going to be I believe that's the journalist healing up the Acrobat here. Meanwhile, Panda is now the next chase.
Oh, able to get the 100 corruption levels, so it's able to get the first hit. But the $1 million question is, how will you get the second hit? Because we see that the Acrobat is already back to full health without even the psychologist empathy there. So that is very bad. So able to spot out the journalist, and now switches for the journalist, and 86 corruption level here. So actually the journalist is in a bit of a dangerous situation.
Yep, and we are going to be seeing here Yuki, will he be able to get a vault? Does manage to get the vault here, and he's trying to pressure all these ciphers, but the problem is, like, he's trying to injure them all, but he's not injuring them fast enough. Plus, you still have that Psycho who can just kind of heal them from very far away, and pretty efficiently too. And you see here, I believe that is the psychologist healing up the coordinator, and look, now everyone again is, you know, full health here, and now there are 2 ciphers almost about to be popped, and we're going to be down with 1 cipher left. So definitely this situation just isn't really looking good for the hunter.
Well, first of all, the journalist is down, but the issue is that in doing so, he didn't even manage to damage, like, the survivors are healed up. He didn't even manage to clean up the survivors' items. Like, I think he only forced a 1 bomb from the Acrobat, and that's pretty much it. So that means that things are not looking good for him, and I think the best that Mother Thousand can try to play for is a tie. And considering the fact that the coordinator's flare gun is even saved up with Ty Turner, there might be a potential danger of even a 4-man endgame because of the flare gun.
Yep, and he's just kind of letting Acrobat deal. Oh my, okay, that does changes things here, but he needs to go ahead and pressure this Acrobat. The last thing he needs to go is to go to the cipher of coordinator, who can just kind of gun and then immediately pop the cipher. Meanwhile, we are going to be seeing here, he's considering trying to pressure Panda, but I don't think this is the play, because the cipher is going to be primed there, and we're going to be seeing Psycho can still kind of pick herself up, but he's deciding to pick her up, and maybe probably going for the basement here, maybe trying to go for a basement play. But now Cypher is priming Acrobats and not able to go to the basement. So yeah, there was just a missed opportunity here for the Hunter.
Yeah, but now you can try and get the journalist down, but only able to get the coordinator instead. So now let's see what like Mother Thousand had to be very careful here in his choices. So already have a leech, and yeah, they had to pop because they know that the journalist had no borrowed time. So honestly, I feel like Mother Townsend could have paid attention to that. As now, he'll be heading straight for the acrobat, who still have like a couple of bombs here. So I think maybe he should just swap to this court, but the court is currently in cooldown, so you can't even do that.
Yep, and we are seeing Cordis did not get the leech on Cord, and now he's going to be switching to Night Owl instead, who is going to be leaving the vicinity. He didn't have max presence just yet, so now going to go for Blink here, and Coordinator unable to use the gun just immediately. And I believe going now to the Coordinator doesn't really, I mean, she still has the gun to use here, so she can probably get away. But we are going to see, oh wait, oh my god, wait, the max presence though, and that seems to be a bit of a miscommunication from the survivors. Going to switch back to Night Owl here. And all of a sudden, this situation is looking good because Tycho's actually spent time on the chair.
Yeah, so I think the survivors scatter apart. Maybe they'll try and play for a free man here. But Night Owl is definitely in position for time. But the issue is that once the court heals up, the court still has the self-heal. The court still has the flare gun. And the thing is that the max presence will not be available that fast. And detention can only last for you so long. And oh yes, I forgot, because the journalist can come down to rescue too. He has to get the journalist. Journalist does have crows. Oh my god, Orphe is just within the vicinity as well, so definitely want to pay attention to that. And we are going to be seeing the Coordinator does manage to kind of just get away. I mean, you know, you can just kind of. He has to get the journalist now. He has to get the journalist now. Oh, 90 corruption level. That was not enough. The journalist did a very good job in evading. Honestly, it was like, from Yuki's side, it was like 2 corruption levels away. Because if like the journalist was one step slower, she would have hit 100 corruption. She would have turned back, and this would have been a tie.
Yup, I'm very sorry, by the way. I just kind of muted because someone went in the room. But yeah, I mean, seeing that, I mean, that was really tough here because, I mean, that's the thing, right? When you have when the ciphers are popped, you're like a bit faster, right? Your walking speed or your movement speed. So sometimes you can kind of get away from that 100%. And that's very unfortunate here for the Hunter, as that positive a potential tie. And now, sure, they didn't manage to get the one escape from last match, but they're still fighting from a death.
Yeah, and honestly, looking back, that was already the best play possible because Yuki dropping down that puppet forces Townsend to pay attention to the puppet first, or else the puppet would get a free save. So Yuki's plan was there to contain the Hunter, so that the Coordinator can get out. Because first of all, leeching the Coordinator back is not an option, because the court, but I think at that point of time, the court, or rather Mother Townsend, did not have the sack full presence. So if he teleports a flare gun is waiting, he could only gone for journalist. But journalist, like as you mentioned, he's faster during the detention time. So he managed to barely got out and literally one step away from a tie. But honestly, a very good performance, because even though things were looking very bad for Mother Townsend early game, that terror shot almost gave him what he needed to play for a tie.
I agree. And yep, again, Vacuity now playing from a deficit here, 6-3.
6-2. It's 2.
Oh, 6-2. Sorry, 6-2. And we are going to be going back right after this. So just talking about the match. Definitely a lot of opportunities for the Ivy. They kind of just went. I mean, starting from the Psycho Terror talk, I mean, I was mentioning, just if he pressured the Cypher of the Acrobat, that could have been just an opportunity for him to maybe get a tie, or even better, maybe a win, because that was the last Cypher of the match. But instead, trying to opt to pressure the Cypher Coordinator despite 90%.
But the issue with that is that the Acrobat's at the other side of the map. He couldn't have made it there in time.
Yeah, so definitely just a bit of a tough rock there, I guess. And now we are going to be heading into the second round. Vacuity just a bit behind here.
Yep. We're going to taking a quick break. Let's see everyone after the break. See in a bit.
Welcome to the Aquatic Games. Let's give a big round of applause to the host.
I'm holding this.
Look at man lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder
Alright, hello everyone, we're back with more IMR action. So for the first round, He Tian managed to win by a score of 6-2, which is a decent point, but comparing to an 8-1, it is not that bad. So a 6-2 score, acceptable for He Tian and also acceptable for Vacuity in one way because it's not too bad, like not something that cannot be overturned. But Team Vacuity would definitely have to step up their second round, because if they lose this round, then they also fall down to the loser's bracket.
Yep, so Vacuity definitely wants to try and win this round. I mean, they could consider tying it, but yeah, I mean, of course, you also just want to win in general.
6-2 is also kind of hard because you have to either 5.63, but hold on, Hetian's texting me, so.
Alright. Anyways,
yeah, can I talk for a bit?
we are gonna be seeing here the Moonlit River Park here from, I believe this is from Team
VC Vacuity. Yeah, by the way, so wait, so to give me, I talked for a bit, I forgot to add the global bans.
Alright, but anyways, as I'm talking, one thing that we need to know is that last game we did see Vacuity have some pretty strong opportunities against Hetian's Ivy, had a tie game, but just kind of unfortunately unable to pull it. So maybe they'll be considering banning the Opera Singer here instead, then opting for an Ivy counter comp. Though one thing that also needs to be said is that I believe Hetian plays Clown.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, definitely something that they have to consider.
So you can start, by the way.
Yeah. Alright. We did see the Psycho Barmaid ban, which, to be honest, for a character like Clown, it's still a pretty good ban.
Yeah, hold on. I'm so said you can start if you're in this chat.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, Hetian's Clown. Honestly, maybe maybe letting out the Ivy and banning Opera might be better, because this is a massive map. So the Ivy comparing to in small maps would not be that much stronger in this map. So we are going to be seeing Hetian going to be making a grand appearance first, and right off the bat he has already gotten rid of the Coordinator and also the Priestess. So yeah, Priestess, self-explanatory in Moonlit River Park. Coordinator, flare gun time. So no more flare guns, no more portals. So we'll have to see. As we predicted, Team Vacuity got rid of the Opera Singer because she's very strong in this map. So they let out the Ivy. So I'm probably expecting them to go full on like Ivy counters, as Jafet has mentioned.
Yeah, but actually, really interestingly, they do decide to pick Patient and Acrobat, which is fine, especially in the early game chasing against Ivy. But you can kind of just interrupt their skills as well. That's Painter, not Patient. But we are going to be seeing here the Hunter decides to ban Seer, and yep, there is Ivy, but as previously mentioned, these bans are kind of ambiguous actually. I do suggest that the survivors decide to pick up the Mercenary, and maybe in this next one, potentially go for something like a Barmaid or a Psychologist to kind of just counteract a bit of that potential Clown, right? Plus, we do know that the Hunter also, I believe Hetian also plays Bloody Queen, just additional information.
Bloody Queen. No, actually, the fourth ban is exactly what I was about to say. I was about to say they should go for Cheerleader. Cheerleader is full on counter, but Hetian got rid of it, so maybe we can see an Aeroplanus. Aeroplanus is actually also decent, like a decent kiter. His decoding speed is slightly faster. He can like use the multiple sprays to get like some decent distance, even though he would get cut off. And also the thing is that he also is a decent as a secondary rescuer, but Psychologist is also a very neat choice. So this comp here, I do see a risk with the Patient, because actually it's possible to cut off the Patient's hooks by like scaring him off during midway. So this is the Patient, like the Patient must pay attention to this later on.
Yep, that's what I was mentioning, because if you're gonna go against an Ivy, right, this is not really an Ivy counter comp that I'm seeing, nor is this necessarily good against something like Clown either, especially considering that Clown really has an infinite dash to use. So it's really interesting to see this composition come out here. Maybe it's also just that idea that Psychologist, Patient kind of like that mini support as well. Acrobat and Patient at Force Stop. It's a good comp, it's just a comp that really doesn't do, like, it isn't really the strongest comp we can make here against an Ivy, nor is it good against a potential Clown.
Yeah, Actually, I'm thinking the chance of Clown and it's actually also not too bad here because the survivor's item will eventually get expanded. The psychologist, she's a whiteboard endgame. Acrobat's bomb get expanded. Patient can get some items, so patient is fine. But yeah, I feel like here I'm seeing a potential risk for the survivor's endgame. But never mind, we talked about the clown. It just seems that Hutian wants to go back for more of the meta pick as the Shadow will once again make her grand appearance. And yeah, as I talked about just now, I see a potential risk with Patient against a Shadow because your hooks get cut off, so you must hook as early as possible.
Yep, and the same thing can be said with Acrobat, especially if you're going to be holding the bomb. It can just be straight up cancelled here. We are going to be seeing some pretty standard area selects here. We are going to be seeing Acrobat going to be going to the 2-story because they do know that what do you call this? He can kind of he's pretty hard to chase, especially, or really he's a liability, especially since, again, you can cancel those bombs. Decided for Hetian to spawn at second stop here, so he's probably going to be considered leeching Mercenary, maybe the Psychologist, maybe Patient Cypher might get blocked from here, and then maybe chase the Acrobat.
Yeah, because actually we've seen, like, at the first game, is that he also chased the Acrobat and managed to down the Acrobat in like a decent amount of time, so maybe he wants to do the same thing because the Acrobat actually spawned at the 2-story rather than which we normally see the first stop. So because if it's a first stop Acrobat, it's definitely strong, but here in the 2-story it's not that strong, so maybe he thought that the Acrobat is chaseable in this type of play.
Yep, and the Acrobat does have 12 trees, same with Coyote. We also see the Patient does have tree 9, and Benno does have tree 6, so only one side for this match, unlike the 2 from last round. We are going to be seeing here A.SMN once again spawning at the second stop here. And again, just to really elaborate for everyone, Faculty definitely kind of wants to win this against 6-2 deficit for them.
Yep, oh, I fixed most of the screen anyways. Here we go, once again Hutian will be playing the Shadow, or maybe he also go after the first stop Psychologist, which is exactly, so Kahari will be hiding first, going to be doing the exact same thing as last round, as now Hutian goes to Cypher, but Kahari already hit in advance, so let's see can Hutian stiffen. Oh, doesn't seem like he can hide for now. Oh, never mind, go for U-turn there, didn't see it, so now the Psychologist ran away scot-free, and this is good news for the Survivor because like Hutian placed his full focus on the Psychologist means that the other 3 Cyphers can be instantly touched with no disruption.
So we are going to see Kyrie does get hit with the scare there, and we are going to be seeing now Kyrie is going to be going to these 2 pallet areas. But the thing is, you can get potentially scared here using using Hutchinson's first skill. We are going to see that's going to be very early first hit here, 59 scare as well for Kyrie. He does have warp. I didn't even realize he had warp. Oh my god, that is an amazing warp here. Kyrie does have flywheel though.
Let's see, but he has the mind game here to force it out, and this is very bad. This is very, very bad for Kahari because the thing is that it's 65 corruption level and the leech is still on him. Hutian managing to get 2 hits onto the Psychologist without even the usage of without getting the leech off. So this means that Kahari is in a bad position because it all takes 1 more scare, or does it even need, or never mind, still gonna use it. But we can see that during amongst this time, near 3 ciphers have been done already because, as I mentioned, early game the survivors, like, because he placed his full focus onto the Psychologist, this means that the other 3 survivors can just instantly touch the ciphers with no disruption.
Yeah, and we are going to be seeing Acrobat is going to be decoding this OP kiting area here and dungeon as well. We are seeing Benno is within the vicinity. He will be getting caught there. Luckily, decides not to elbow pad just immediately. So, oh my goodness! Oh my! Terror Shock City once again. That's a second Terror Shock here for a different Ivy, and now we're going to be seeing here Max presence is up. Does have the leech on the Psychologist, so this is probably going to be a double down.
Oh my goodness! What is wrong with Ivy Terror Shocks? But no. Honestly, the thing with Ivy is that if you don't consider her like normal skill, then it's hard to Terror Shock. But the thing with her skill, you do not dare to look back, or else you're asking to get hit when you're about to hit 100 corruption level. And when you're not looking back, then the risk of this will happen. So honestly, like, I feel like that is a game changer, because without that, if the survivors are in a well enough position for tie, and now He Tian knows the approximate direction of where the mercenary goes down, and he wants to go pressure there, but he's already back up though. So the question is the patient coming to rescue, or is someone even coming?
Oh my god, this might be another terror shock.
I don't like
so
this.
We gotta be careful. It does manage to avoid the potential terror shock here. Stalkers is within the vicinity, decides not to go for a potential double down situation, but he's actually going to Stalkers. Not sure if I really like that idea, because now Stalkers does manage to get the leech, which is huge, but look, Stalker's gonna get downed here. They're actually deciding not to hit Stalkers because he realizes that Coyote is 100% and decides to go for her instead. That's gonna be a first down here. Another thing is that Stalkers and Benno are within the vicinity, so I mean he can just go for one or the other, and that's gonna be really tough. We're gonna be seeing Warp as well.
Oh, I actually love how Warp play, because I just realized that like if He Tian brought Blink rather than Warp, he probably could not have closed the gap that much. But actually Cypher progress is not too bad at the meantime, because we can see that the last two Cyphers are all pretty high in progress level, but the thing is that they are disrupting each other.
Yup, and we are going to be seeing here, I mean, both of these ciphers are actually on the other side, and we are going to be seeing here, does not manage to avoid the 100 present, is going to be dropped down hits here. Acrobat will be considering to go through the rescue all the way from Fun House, and we are seeing Benno trying to go to the last cipher.
Jafet forgetting how to talk for a second. Anyways, we can see that Benno here just cannot touch that cipher because there's two corruptions. Like, I just don't know if I like that play of them like all piling up each other after they rescue the psychologist, because that is a very bad idea. Against Ivy, you do not want to give out free hits like that, or else you're asking for disaster to happen, because now this mercenary gone down, and one of the ciphers that has a very high progress level and will be a basement chair. So this is like almost game towards this hunter, because the thing is that I just don't see how the survivors can recover from this, especially the fact that one of their ciphers got completely blocked off.
Yep, and the hunter actually teleports to Stalkers as well, and the thing is, she's unable to go through that ciphered area because, I mean, there's two stones here, and we are going to be seeing this is probably going to be a 4K. I don't want to call it out just yet, but I mean, this situation looks really dire.
Yeah, the thing is that one thing with the survivors is that they compile with each other way too much, and the downside of doing that is that they're all like messed up with each other. Oh, let's see, go for a drop down. Mud bombs doesn't work here, so let's see, if able to get the hit, and down goes the acrobat. Patient is gonna self heal himself back up, but honestly, with 2 men remaining, like what the survivors can do are limited, because he can just literally stick his main body to the acrobat and have the leech slowly search for the patient.
Yep, and he is going to be dropping down the acrobat on top here, and we are going to be seeing patient trying to hide at the fun house area. Sorry. Meanwhile, we are going to be seeing Hechin just looking at the ground, I guess, and we are going to be seeing Stalkers still within the area. There's no ciphers near here as well, I believe. So sooner or later, he's going to just get frozen, and that's going to be really tough. And it does seem as if Hetkin's play actually is really interesting, because it seems that he's just kind of within this area, looking at the ciphers at this other side, knowing that in order for this patient to avoid crows, he either has to open a chest or to kill the cipher person.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. It's gonna have tinnitus, but let's see. Does he know where Stalkers is? Oh, let's see. Oh, no, not here. Stalkers doing a very good job playing this. The name of the game is not called Identity V, it's called Hide and Seek right now. Stalkers is doing very good to evade, but no, the blood shred finally gave him away, so now He Tian can leech, go after a patient with nothing to work with. Patient's gonna go down, but then the acrobat can get himself back up soon.
Yep, and that's gonna be a down here, and I mean, sure, Acrobat can get himself up, but then what is he going to be doing afterwards, trying to stall for patient to bleed out? That's a pretty tough play, especially considering that his warp is going to be up very soon as well. So yeah, it does seem as if...
Go ahead.
This does seem as if it's potentially a 4K situation. Cheese even gets a mind game there real quick.
Oh, a nice bomb to get out of there. Oh, but warp is going to in play, and Whoa, an instant warp terror shot. Amazing play from He Tian's side. Honestly, I really love the choice of the warp in this map because with how the psychologist is kiting, I don't think he could have gotten the psychologist down if he was using blink rather than warp, like in that period of time. And what changed the game? First of all, that terror shock, and second of all, I feel like the survivors all piling up after they got the psychologist off may not be the best idea because they got too many people injured and there's so many Ostracons at the bridge that they kind of got confined to the other side of the map.
Yep, I agree. And also just to add, I feel like Mercenary kind of just dying near the last two ciphers because the two ciphers that were at 10th and 4th pop, that really just defined the game because at that point, the survivors couldn't really do anything. They couldn't pressure, or they couldn't push for these ciphers. And even if they decoded the first top cipher, right, then all of a sudden, all the ciphers are at the other side. So, I mean, that's just a really tough game here for Team Vacuity.
Yep, definitely. So now things are not looking good for Team Vacuity now because their Hunter must return the format elimination favor next game. So, yeah, so the pressure is definitely on them right now. But this is an amazing play from He Tian. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll see everyone after the break. So, yep, see you in a bit.
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind.
Hello everyone, we're back with potentially the last game between Team Hetian and Team Vacuity, because the current situation is not looking good for Team Vacuity at the moment, because they got format eliminated in second round, can only mean that they must also return the favor this round for Team Vacuity's Hunter. No ifs or buts or anything, either 4-man or no-man type of situation. So yep, Team Hetian just once again showcasing everyone why they were the dominant team in IVC and why they are very dominant throughout this tournament.
Agreed, but definitely still not over here for Team Vacuity, though they do need to 4K here, so that's definitely going to be a tough bargain, especially since last match we did see the Tree escape here. And this is going to be Moonlit River Park, so chances are they're going to be banning that opera singer that, you know, I believe Taojin has, and maybe force out that Ivy.
Yeah, but then again, this is Moonlit River Park, and I'm just thinking that, hold on a second, wait, sorry, can I talk for a bit? I have to deal with something real quick, yeah.
Alright. Anyways, as I guess, or rather Chong was about to say, I'm guessing he was going to say, I mean, yeah, Taojin here can't consider playing the Ivy, but we did also see the geisha from Taojin in Moonlit River Park. And I'm guessing that's why they chose this map here, considering that this was the map that Vacuity chose. They realized that the Ivy isn't going to really get that 4K, and they're going to respect the Opera instead. So maybe that surprise geisha may come in factor here if they want to get the 4K now. Though geisha, when it comes to the high tier gameplay, it's really tough to win with.
Okay, I'm back. Wait, can you hear me?
Yep, hello.
Hello, okay, yeah, but the thing is that geisha, one thing that we know with geisha, a subset you can start, by the way, is that geisha sort of got like a indirect change that buffed her massively. I think it had something to do with the butterfly logics, that it made flying over pallets and getting hits much easier, that made her spike up very high in terms of high tier gameplay. So like, we haven't seen geisha a lot in IVL regular season, but in the finals we do see like a massive change. So anyways, while we're at it, we're going to be heading straight into what's the potential last match of the journalist coordinator are in area selections. And I'm gonna show it in a bit, but Seer and Priestess got banned, and Opera Singer got banned as we predicted, because Opera is stronger in this map.
Yep, we are going to be seeing Priestess Spear ban. I mean, as I mentioned, the geisha kind of lurking here. I mean, those bans don't really scream a lot for the side of Team Vacuity. Before that, actually, I do want to also shout out their stalkers in the chat. You guys did your best in those last few matches to not push yourself. But anyways, yeah, Team Hatchin, just a really tough team to beat. But we are going to be seeing on the side of Hatchin, as you mentioned, we are seeing potentially that Embalmer.
I mean, Embalmer is an obvious option because the name of this game is now called We Must Escape One Man No Matter What. So, yeah, so that's why we do see the Embalmer, because Embalmer is the king of tides and the king of escaping one. Perfumer, maybe not the best for like one man's, but then again, Perfumer has a very strong like kiting abilities. I still remember back at the days where she was very like played often because it's very hard to bait out her perfumes. But yeah, the meta changed now. But still, Perfumer is a decent kiter on her own.
Yep, and we are going to be seeing the Hunter deciding to ban the first officer, which was quite interesting considering that they already banned that officer. So it does seem as if, oh my god, he's also hovering on another ban.
I have a feeling Geisha's coming.
Yeah, Geisha may be coming here, as we do see first officer ban cheerleader pick, which is pretty much a counter to the Ivy. We do see the Hunter bans Antiquarian though, and the survivors choose Wildling, which is very interesting because Antiquarian doesn't really struggle against the Ivy, but there is one character that does struggle against Antiquarian just a bit, and that's going to be the Geisha. So definitely looking like Taljin is going to be showing them their specialty.
I have a feeling that for Hoti and stuff, they're also potentially preparing. Actually, now that we're talking, I realized why did they had Perfumer and Wildling. They're both very decent against the Geisha, so I think they were always having that lurk in the mind that we have to be careful if Taljin decides to Geisha out. So for Mother Taljin here, he has to think very carefully on what is his choices, because looking back to the Ivy or the Shadow is good against the Wildling because he can scare him, like break off the scare of the boar, and also the Perfumer in one way, but the Cheerleader would give him a hard time. Meanwhile, for Geisha, Wildling and Perfumer would give them a hard time, so Mother Taljin has to be very careful, but it seems like he's still going to be selecting the Shadow, like forcing his way through against this Perfumer, or rather this Cheerleader.
Yeah, but definitely the struggle will be the Embalmer and the Cheerleader. As you've mentioned, Cheerleader just can get away of the max presence distance, but also Embalmer, I mean, if you leech him a bit too early, you can just use the Coffin and all of a sudden you're kind of losing a lot of leverage. And meanwhile, we are going to be seeing these spawns here. Seems as if Perfumer, the screen. Sorry. Seems as if Perfumer is going to be spawning here towards the, I guess you can call that the third stop. And we do see Panda actually spawning there as well. And oh my god, that spawn is really weird. But we are going to be seeing...
Yeah, for a split moment, this reminds me of back then when I was ranking and our team decides to have fun, and in Moonlit River Park we decides to all spawn in a straight line on top just for no reason. but yep, anyways, we can see that Mother Taljin going to be spawned at the bottom, clipped between these three survivors. He can choose whoever he wants, and for the Wildling against the Ivy, you have to be careful that, because if you get scared while you're hopping on the board, it would get cut off. So this is one thing the Wildling should pay attention to. But Ivy will have to be careful on thinking who he wants to chase, because Embalmer's coffins can respawn and making sure that the Shadow doesn't have a chance to feel control. For the Perfumer, maybe Perfumer is the better chase because Perfumer can get scared of the perfumes or something.
Yep, and definitely, I mean, this is just really tough. I mean, he could consider reaching this Embalmer first while going to the Perfumer, and then, you know, bring back the Leech to then leech the Perfumer. So, yeah. I mean, he has a bunch of options here, but definitely needs to set his sight, maybe tunnel vision just a bit, because I think last match, he was just switching around a bit too often, and I mean, as I was mentioning, I mean, they were able to just heal the damage off in time, so we are going to be seeing here Team Backwoody once more deciding to pick up that Ivy against UTP in a situation where they do need to fork in order to continue this match.
Oh, by the way, hi Alvin, welcome to the stream. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say hi. And also, hi Sultan, because Sultan said hi. So, now we're going to move on to this potentially last match as an all or nothing type of situation. As if they do not form, and over here they will get sent down to the lowest bracket. So yep, gonna hop into the game, spawning around the moving carousel. Let's see who would the Shadow be chasing first. Dropping off the leech, going to be heading the main body to Panda, while he's going to be trying to search for Yuki at the same time, because as I mentioned, I think the Perfumer is maybe the best option here amongst these 4 people.
Yep, and we are going to be seeing Yuki seems to be already leaving the vicinity almost immediately and already running towards here around the back. And actually, Alvin is going to be able to potentially mind game here. It does seem as if they're just kind of waiting. And we are going to see Yuki does make the first move, was not able to get the scare off, but now using the first perfume here, will he consider hitting? That's a question.
Yeah, I don't think he would. I don't think he would, yeah.
Yeah, and actually really interesting trait, because if you look here, the Hunter had abnormal?
That's interesting. I think the logic behind that is that he must go for a 4-man, so ideally he wants to be more risky. Oh! Is able to sandwich type of situation, but the main body got stuck, allowing Yuki to get out of the sandwich situation. So that is definitely not looking too good here. And yeah, I think for Mother Thousand, he has to be more risky here, and that is not working in his favor right now, as he missed the other scare.
Yep, and this is getting really rough here for Thousand, as we are going to be seeing he's going to be able to at least pressure Panda off his Cypher, and now Yuki does have 12, was considering to... does manage to get the scare, but unfortunately, Perfume comes out in time here. This cheerleader used the PD reduction, no decides not to, and so Perfumer is going to officially get hit. But now look at these Cyphers kind of going around pretty actually fast here. We are going to be seeing Yuki is going to get leeched here as well. Now, deciding not to teleport, oh my god, Panda just casually falls in front of the Hunter. Like,
yeah,
and now we are going to be seeing, Panda's just in this vicinity. Maybe considering to harass, I'm not sure really, but we are going to be seeing here Yuki trying to stall a bit more time here, maybe going to be trying to get the, yeah, there we go, and officially Perfumer does get down, but Panda...
I actually think that he can do this, yeah, teleport here, add normal the Cypher away, go back there, and yep, but the question is that yes, you kick the Cypher, but now how are you going to deal with this walling? Oh! That was a very nice move. Getting the scare off, making sure that the Walling cannot dash. A very detailed and nice thought by Ivy. And this now gave him a bit of a chance because there's actually only 2 Cyphers in total.
Yeah, and I do want to say that's a really good move actually, because Ivy decided to bring Tree 6 and not 6-9. And so hitting that Wildling does make sure he guarantees the max presence on the second share as long as he hits this Wildling once more.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think that the question will be if you're able to get the hit on the Perfumer this time, though. So, a bit of mind game hit. Wildling have to watch out. Very careful. Oh, okay. Wildling will get hit here. This will be a double down situation. So now, actually, Mother Thousand still has a chance. Because the thing is that Wildling will go down. Perfumer cannot kite this one out because this is a max presence Ivy.
Yep, and so this is really huge for the Hunter right now. Because sure, you are going to be down to 1 Cypher remaining.
Yeah, but actually I just realized one thing, is that all 3, like even if those 2 Cyphers outside being done right now, all 3 remaining Cyphers are at the same side of the map. And considering the fact that Wildling is gonna go down, like Wildling has to get healed up and everything, I'll say this, Mother Thousand still has a chance for a 4-man.
Yeah, sincere apologies for just casually dying mid-sentence, but we are going to be seeing here Night Owl is going to be officially healing Yuki here, and this does seem as if this Cypher is going to be pressured. Maybe going to bring back the Leech before teleporting. He doesn't have max presence ready just yet, so he can consider teleporting. Yep, he is going to be doing so, and we are going to be seeing here, going to be abnormaling the Cypher, probably going to Leech Panda or Yuki. We are going to see it's going to be Yuki here, but now that's disadvantage for the Survivor for sure.
Oh, watch out! Oh, but unfortunately mistimed that.
Yeah, and this is a bit of a problem because Perfumer can still rebound kite this because guess what? He actually was the one who has the leech. Now we are going to be seeing here Panda's going to be trying to body block, and now all of a sudden the Cyphers are kind of low. Does get the flywheel? No flywheel! This is terrible, and I mean, does have the ability to kind of just continue pushing the Cyphers, but the problem is, look, the Embalmer is actually decoding within this vicinity, so now this Cypher is going to be getting pressured, and this is going to be a potential chance for the Hunter to maybe put themselves in a winning situation.
Yeah, actually, honestly, I'll just say this. If the Wildling failed, just now doing that rescue, the the Ivy was a bit too rushed, because actually I believe the amount of stun time is enough for the Ivy to make him fail the rescue, or even get the hit at 97%, and then the Walling wouldn't be able to rescue, then he might have been in a winning position, because now things change, and a very good move from the Embalmer, just walking back, baiting the Hunter into teleporting. So now, actually, the Survivors are back in position now to try and play for entire anything, but the Hunter, I think it's like anyone's game right now.
Yep, all they have to do is not make a mistake here. Panda's going to be able to get the boar on time. That is huge for the Survivors. And now we are going to see, keep in mind, I believe the teleport on the other Cypher is still very much on cooldown, and Balmer are going to be trying to go back to it, but still, he's going to potentially get leech right after. So, yeah, it does seem as if he's going to be going back right on it. Panda's still within the vicinity. I believe the cheerleader is now decoding after breaking the leech there. Meanwhile, Embalmer just kind of staying within the vicinity, trying to bait the Hunter for a teleport. And the advantage is that, like, I mean, cheerleader sure is going to be the next chase, but I mean, that's really tough for the Hunter because he still has two skills here. Oh my god.
Oh! Drop down! Drop down!
That's going to be a drop down, hit the side to immediately teleport. That's actually really good here for the Hunter. Oh my god, I did not expect that, but wait.
No,
he needs to switch. He may need to switch to teleport soon.
Yeah, because the thing is that I don't think he should have teleported away over there.
Yeah, and now oh my god, and the Wildling here, actually this is an amazing play, because if he tries to go for the teleport, Wildling will just stun him out of it, so he can't switch yet. Now he has to just walk his way to Night Owl, but the problem is Night Owl's going to be able to prime the Cypher. Will he be able to pop it right on time? That's the question. Does manage to use the skill, and oh my god, he's going to be able to abnormal the Cypher. It's back to 77%, and this is so intense here. Cal's been trying to just kind of waste as much time as possible, but I mean, the inevitable may be coming very soon.
Honestly, I feel like the best play for Vacuity, or rather for Mother Townsend just now, is to, if he's daring enough, is to instantly like get the blink and kill, instantly get the blink onto it, because right now he actually should just chair, because the thing is that I think approaching the end game is inevitable, so he probably should just chair, make sure has someone dead on chair, so he can have a chance to turn things around end game.
Yep, and now Panda is going to be able to prime this Cypher here. Meanwhile, I believe Balmer just trying to decode, trying to bait the Hunter to stay here. He is trying to maybe, I think he's going to chair. Well,
no, he wants to delay more time so that he
can get his trade ready. I agree. And we are going to be seeing here Balmer actually 80% now, and we are going to be seeing 90%, going to be able to pop it right on time, so force the hit here. We are going to see Panda with the Cypher ready. Night Owl does have, I believe, he does. He's going to be able to get two cheers ready right before the late game. And so this is really huge really tough for the Hunter actually. Deciding to, Night Owl definitely going to be able to get two of that. And we are going to be seeing here, just keeping the leech on this side, making sure that once he switches to teleport, potentially in that late game, he's going to be able to kind of leech whichever survivor is going to be staying here. Now Night Owl is going to be taking the hit, and that's going to be a pop. Oh my god. Wait.
I feel like there's a bit of an internet issues on.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate, and all of a sudden the tides kind of changing here. That's Night Owl unfortunately lagging. That's going to be huge. No pause there, unfortunately, from the
for those of you who are playing, just remember you are in charge of pausing it, as we cannot do it for you.
And now Balmer's going to be going down, and this is huge because now all of a sudden the survivors the Hunter has a chance to 4K, and Panda's going to get caught within the vicinity.
Ooh, fly wheels away!
Flywheel the match. Wait, no, he actually just teleported wrong, and all of a sudden things are getting even more drastic for the survivors here, because keep in mind there's no other rock on the other side, because they were kind of just avoiding that area the entire time in this late game. And now we are going to see Panda going to be able to get on the bar on time, but probably going to get hit here. Yep, does get hit out, and this is huge because Embalmer probably going to be able to go to the gate. I don't think he is though. So we are going to be seeing here.
He's still pretty far. He's
finally gate.
Yeah, he's finally able to touch it though. So yeah, I think at this point of time they can only like one. Yeah, I feel like here the best that the Hunter can do is to keep this Walling with him, as he cannot really stop the Embalmer. And honestly, the Embalmer came in clutch there, because if it was not this Embalmer pick, I feel like it could have been 4-man on spot.
Yep, and as you were mentioning early when they picked the Embalmer pick, I mean, in their minds, it was just get the one escape, and exactly that is what happened. And very much, we are going to be seeing our first finalist for this IMR 5. Team Hetchin, congratulations.
Yeah, honestly, it just feels like for the Hunter, I just saw quite some potentials. I think one of the biggest one is the Wildling could have failed that rescue over there. Definitely could have failed it. Because if he hit at 97, then the Wildling 100, then boom, all of a sudden he cannot rescue. And then it would have been a position to 4-man, because the decision to bring Abnormal this game really also worked out for Mother Townsend. But Team Vacuity, despite the surprise trade pick and everything, came in strong. So honestly, I feel like this last game was very intense, as it could have been anyone's game.
I agree, and I mean, Team Vacuity, I mean, that was a really good IV match from start to finish. Unfortunately, just unable to get that 4K right before the match. I mean, that's just really intense. I mean, especially there, right? I mean, Hunter could consider, like, teleporting to the Cypher, but the problem was the Wildling ready to stun him if he considers doing that. And he was just lucky to get that Abnormal right on time, maybe stall the time a bit longer. And I mean, that was just huge on the side of Vacuity. So, yep. GG's to Team Hetchin, but definitely round of applause for Vacuity as well.
Yeah, that was an amazing performance too. Hold on, so now as per the tradition, the winning team will have to send one member to get murdered in the interview VC, so let's go down there.
Yep, let's go down there indeed.
Yeah, so here's the thing, is that Team Vacuity will be advancing to the finals next week, Sunday at 1 p.m. And as for Team ATG, not Team ATG, Team Vacuity, Hetchin advance, and for Vacuity, they are going to be, just like waiting for their opponent between ATG and, who's that? ATG and Astrosomnia. Yeah. Oh, let me explain this to stalkers.
Yep, and we are waiting to interview one of the members. So let's just wait for them. Anyways, I'd like to, before we get the interview started, I guess I'll like to shout out the chat here.
Let me check the chat too.
Let's see, PP Fish. Playing later, actually, Dazuki, Lucas, Muji, I believe. Cheese IDV, who's playing a while ago, actually.
I know her.
Shiro Neko, Matcha Latte. Yeah, just shout out to everyone. Alvin as well, I believe you're shouting them out. Seem pretty familiar. And we are, definitely thank you so much for just watching the tournament. And once again, Hetchin gets their spot in the finals, and now all they have to do is wait for this Sunday to find out who it is.
Meanwhile, for Team Vacuity, they'll also be waiting at Saturday to face their opponent too. And the opponent will be whoever wins the next coming match. So, yeah, we have more to come. But first of all, let's also wrap up and see if we have an interviewee. Wait, yeah.
Yeah. Just maybe they're a bit shy, the Night Owls of, you know how, like, I think everyone in that team right now in the server is named Night Owl. So
I mean, considering the fact that there was back then A.SMN, now you change everyone's name to question mark, and I'm not saying it on stream.
Yeah.
But you know what name you did. You know what name you did.
I know. But anyways, yeah. We're just waiting for them before we start the next match. I mean, we are pretty...
Yeah, I think I'll wait them for around 2 or 3 more minutes if they... Oh, they're here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's PP and Yuki. I think Panda say. Jafet, you can also ask if you have questions too.
Alright.
Oh, everyone is here in that team. So, yep, hello. Obvious question out of the way first. So, yep. Oh. So, yeah, obvious question out of the way first. You guys just won. How does it feel?
How does it feel, Yuki?
Disappointed.
Why are you disappointed?
Because we want to be 10-0 every game.
Whoa, 110-0, but
Oh.
then actually I actually wanted to talk about the second game because like Jafet and I thought the abnormal pick was very surprising, and for a split moment it almost seemed like a 50-50. So I wanted to know that how exactly did you communicate throughout the mid to end game, because I felt like at that point of time one mistake could have changed the entire outcome.
I mean, honestly, we didn't expect him to be a normal lah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even when I was kiting, I was trying to predict Blink, but yeah, the ciphers was quite slow at the beginning because the first stop was locked. And even though I kited pretty long, because of his abnormal, after I died, it's only 2 ciphers, which made our mid game very difficult to play. But luckily, we pressured different ciphers well, which allowed us to run one.
Oh yeah, you definitely pressured the ciphers over well, and it was just very intense up until the very end. Oh, so as for the other one is for the hunter side, is that for He Tian, is that I wonder, okay, do you know how exactly did He Tian manage out the second, like both the first and second game? Because I felt like it was 50-50, but yet He Tian, just He Tian being the GOAT and managing to catch a single chance. So want to say something on behalf of him?
The first game he made a mistake before the end game where he blinked the Gardener because he thought the Gardener didn't have borrowed time. Yeah, so that was a mistake. If not, he could have probably killed.
Mm-hmm.
But BO2 he just played well. Like, even though the Cypher did a good fight at the beginning, 3 ciphers, but he controlled the map well and managed to get a 4 kill.
Oh yeah. By the way, I don't know if you know, but I want to ask that what exactly led to him playing the warp, because the warp was also a bit of a surprising play, but it came into clutch at the second game.
I mean, there are many tournament players that bring warp shadow, but it's something not commonly seen in He Tian because maybe he's more confident in Blink.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you bring warp, you must be very accurate, if not you'll waste your skill.
Yeah.
But especially in this map where once you hit the survivor can run very far away. So warp is good to catch up, especially for shadow.
Yeah, I see. So yeah, one more question. So you like, for your team, you're already at the finals to play this Sunday. So you'll be playing either against ATG, Aster Somnia, or Vacuity, depending who comes back up from the lower bracket. So are you ready for it?
For me, I hope we will meet Aster Somnia because I want to meet a new team.
Ooh, we want to meet Aster Somnia, huh? Jafet, do you have anything you want to ask them?
I don't.
Oh, okay. I don't. All right. Oh yeah. Literally, Brand Panda said that you already played against Aster in the qualifiers.
Oh yeah, you guys did. I forgot about that.
At least they're
You're
more
right.
interesting. Oh well. So some communications going on. But once again, yeah, I think this wraps up the end of the interview. So once again, congratulations to Team He Tian for advancing to the finals. I'll see you at the grand finals this Sunday at 1 p.m. So yep, see you by then. And once again thank you for the interview and congratulations. And for those of you in the chat, so thank you for tuning in. So with that, this wraps up the end of the first matchup between Team He Tian and Team Vacuity. So we're going to be taking a quick break. And after the break, we're going to be moving on to the lower brackets between Team Aster Somnia and ATG. So I'll see you in around 10 to 15 minutes. So thank you everyone and bye. So we're going to take a quick break.
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions!
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions!
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions!
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions!
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita.
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita.
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita.
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita.
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes...
Alright, hello everyone! Welcome back to more Manor Regulars Action or IMR Action. I'm your caster Invisible Joan, and joined by me is, want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Labi.
Yep, this is Labby. Like, for those of you who played in IVA or watched IVA, you recognize her. She actually appeared of the Catherine IVA, and she's also going to be joining me here. So, yep, Labby, this is your first time. Are you excited? This is your first time commentating here.
Yeah, thank you for John inviting me to become a caster for IMR. I'm very happy, but yeah, I'm nervous too right now.
Yeah, oh, well, we have the first time of getting nervous. I'm sure you do fine. So yeah, thank you for coming once again. It's always so fun to commentate with you. We practice a lot off camera. It's excited to be actually on camera and on stream. So I'm excited to do this with you.
Yeah, me too. So I'm very excited too.
So yep, let's go ahead and move on. So now we're going to be introducing the two teams that are fighting today. So later I'll let you introduce the other team, Labby. The first team here is going to be as ATG, which we've seen yesterday. They defeated Lumensomnia to advance. And the members we have Just Stickman, Yes YT, NDZR, Kai D, Top Global, Zell, and Yu Jiang as the players for ATG. And here we have for Astersomnius. Labby, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so Astersomnia, who has the Nairut, Zuki, Lucas, and Nick's Joke, Fish, and Good Cat, is it?
Slug Cat.
Oh, Slug Cat, sorry.
Yep.
Nice.
It's okay. No,
it's okay.
It's okay, I'm very casual with these type of stuff. So yeah, these are going to be the players of this match, and they're in the lowest bracket. This means that whoever loses this match is going to be eliminated for good. So both teams will definitely pay it their all because they cannot afford losing, right? Yeah, for certain. So yeah, we're actually now they've already did the map picks off camera, and hold on, I'll just ask Night Owl to start. Oh wait, who tagged me? Oh, yeah. So anyways, here we've seen both teams actually played yesterday, Labby. I'm just gonna update you, and both teams managed to win through the lower bracket to advance to today. And here they have to play their all because we are at the top 4 here, and whoever wins today can move on to the semi-finals tomorrow, or not tomorrow, my bad, next week. But the losing team will be eliminated for good. So I'm pretty sure both teams definitely do not want to lose here. So I am excited to see some intense gameplay. What about you?
Yeah, I'm very excited too because I think MR is very good competition too, and I'm very excited to see who will be the winner today.
Oh yeah. Oh, never mind. So yeah, we are going to be moving on to the bans here, I think. And I'll talk about how to fix this later. But here we are going to be moving on to the band pick. Oh my bad, I keep on pressing the wrong button.
It's okay.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, because the thing is that Labby actually does not have her game open, so she had to rely on my Discord sharing, but now she can only see my band pick. So we are going to be seeing the Antiquarian and the Puppeteer being banned first right off the bat. And because Labby, we know that the fact that PP Fish here has an opera singer. So I think here we're seeing the Puppeteer, Antiquarian being banned, and the Gardener and Magician being selected. I think PP Fish is already prepared to play an opera singer, and the other team is also prepared to counter it.
And what do you think the pick here?
Well, for the pick wise, let's see, because currently we see that the Prospector is the next one being banned, and we also see Mercenary being selected. So far, I think this is just a standard opera singer, and Red Church is a map I think opera singer is decent at, because this map we've seen in the past that the Red Church is a big open area where the opera singer can go through very fast. And the second of all is that with this map pick over here, I feel like this opera singer is fully workable against this team comp.
It seems like for Astaga team, they choose a very stable character, which is like Gardener, Magicians, and Mercenary. Oh, and we can see PP Fish, he picked the...
Oh wait, not yet, my bad. No, they haven't picked just yet, but this, oops, John being stupid. Oops.
Oops.
Whoop.
Maybe Faith will pick the opera singer too.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, who knows? Maybe I am the seer and I actually like tapped into 5 seconds into the future to see that they played that they end up playing the opera singer. Who knows? But yeah, while we're at it, yeah, I actually agree with you, Lappy, that this is a very stable team comp from Team ATG over here, because like they have the court, and court is actually like a very stable and standard play nowadays in BO1, just because her flare gun is a guaranteed stun. And yes, I am a seer, Lappy, because I witnessed and I foresaw and predicted that they're going to be playing the opera singer here.
Yeah, that's why your profile picture is a seer, right?
oh yeah, my Instagram profile picture is a seer.
Yeah, and I saw someone say, "I love you, PP Fish."
Well,
it seems like PP Fish fans, is it? Oh, so let's see the small location here. Mercenary in the middle, and Gardener is on the right hand side. Coordinator is on the bottom, and the Magician is in the shake.
Yeah, so over here, this is like some standard spawns, and we can see that the opera singer is opting to spawn at the left instead. So here he actually can go after both the Magician or the Coordinator, just because like opera singer can chase anyone first, and if the Magician is the one getting chased first, then the Magician will have to be very smart in how he uses his wands to use it to block off the shadow areas.
Yeah, it seems like you for this location, I guessing the Coordinator maybe will be the first chase.
Yeah, actually Coordinator also works too, because Core only really has one flare gun, and after the flare gun being expanded, then the Coordinator doesn't have much options left. But I think it really depends on how PP Fish wants to play this one out. But we've actually seen yesterday the ATG survivors also like held their own very strong. And yes, we're already at the top 4, so any team that arises here are definitely have certain type of skills. So we're going to be like witnessing a very tough battle here today, and I'm going to be waiting for it. I'm your caster, Invisible Joan, and joined by me is the lovely Lappy, and we'll bring you all with more IMR action. Wait, hold on, let me check the chat. Oh, that's Luke. He's from Somnia. He's also like sort of like they all came from the same guild or something.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just here. Check the chat. Say hi. Hi. Being chill here. This is very chill. Oh, anyways, we can see the PP Fish right off the bat just going to be dancing around, warping here, warping there, just wanting to find the best target, and seems to be able to spot on the Mercenary first, but will he be pursuing? Seems to be pursuing here, Lappy.
Yeah, it seems like if Fish want to chase the Mercenary first, maybe he want to waste his elbow pad, or he want to burn the Tightener, because I think Fish could, maybe he want to burn the Tightener first, because wait sometime. Oh, I get the first hit here. Very nice, Fish.
Yeah, very nice move indeed, because we don't see the Mercenary getting chased for very often. Maybe as you mentioned, he wants to burn the Tightener, because we can see from the personal shares here that Mercenary is indeed the only person that has brought Tightener, and the Mercenary only has one more elbow pad remaining and he's in half health, so the Mercenary may not be able to last for too long over here. So let's see how Zell kite this one out. Dangerously close. He has to use the last elbow pad now. Not using it, missing that swing too. But here it goes. It's gonna get a hit here.
Yeah, but yeah, we could see the Mercenary will be down soon. But it seems like for Fish actually is the situation is more leaning to Fish, because the Mercenary is the only one who had the Tightener, and actually, he will very hard to get a rebound there, because he already used all the elbow pad, right?
Yeah, he definitely is hard to get a rebound, but the saving grace though is that because we know that the Mercenary's trade that he would go down 8 seconds slower, so in one way this will ensure that it would not be an instant farm, and the second saving grace is that the survivors have brought the Coordinator, and the Coordinator's flare gun, when used, can also be able to like give the Mercenary some room for a rebound, so I think the Coordinator will be key in this match.
Seems like when you get a hit here, and a very nice flare gun, and buy some time for Mercenary to transition away.
Yeah, bought some time. Oh, gets the coordinator instead. I think the coordinator did not expect that the opera singer would change chairs, so she tried to dash back towards the cipher, but got caught over there, and now the cord got switched chaired, and because the mercenaries in half health cannot rescue, they'll also be forced to send someone in without Ty Turner.
Yeah, and we can see Fish actually did a very good job here because mercenary already transitioned away. If he trying to chase the mercenary and will be maybe mercenary can did a great rebound, then Fish will lost the chance there. Oh, so we can see Garden is coming for the rescue, but a very nice target hit here. Oh my god.
Yeah, very nice farm indeed from the PP Fish. But actually we can notice that while this is happening, the mercenary actually found a syringe in the chest. So the mercenary definitely was lucky because now he's back in full health and he can come in to rescue with Ty Turner. So actually the situation is turned back the tide, and this is no longer a clean-cut game for the opera singer, as now Ty Turner is going to come into play, and PP Fish will be looking to try and get this coordinator down as soon as possible.
Seems like, PP Fish hit mercenary, and mercenary, actually, maybe Fish can chase the coordinator, so it will be a double down situation, right?
Yeah, especially considering the fact that mercenary got chaired before, and actually, just now the mercenary tried to body block, and let's see, able to get the hit off the coordinator, and now this is so bad for the survivors, because the situation we're at is that both survivors are going to get chaired, and the mercenary has already been chaired once, so yeah, this is definitely not looking too good, as the mercenary will be dead on chair, but we can see that the last cipher is already around 80%, so this will be looking towards a 3-man endgame, and the question is if PP Fish can get more, or will he be going for a tie for the endgame?
Yeah, for Fish, he have to try to maybe after someone rescue mercenary and faster down the mercenary here and go to door and try to get someone down quickly.
Yeah, or the other thing PP Fish might try is to try and like stall as much as possible. So let's see, because the moment he swings on the mercenary, that the survivor will play. Oh, this is a very good move from the magician, body blocking. But now, the pop was a bit late, and now he seems to be going after this magician because the magician is at this side. But he has to be a bit careful because we can see that the dungeon is actually at the other side, like at the ruins here. So let's see, another decoy being able to carry for long. Can he make it towards the window? No, not being able to.
Yeah, but no one on the door side. So for Fish, he still got chance to maybe get a 3k here, but we can see the mercenary already reached the door.
Yeah, but he can teleport there if he's daring to. Does he dare to teleport? He has to teleport, because if he does not, then but the teleport is a bit too late though. Yeah, because now the gardener got the bubble out, because if he daringly teleported a few seconds earlier, he could potentially stop the gate from being open entirely. But he wanted to play a bit safe and teleported late, so he couldn't stop that gate in time.
Yeah, but it's a very nice game. Congrats to both sides, they did a very good job.
Yeah, honestly, I really like the play that PP Fish did, chasing the mercenary and brought the survivors in a very bad position. And honestly, I feel like the saving grace for the survivors was that the mercenary got a syringe off the chest, just so he can heal himself back up and rescue without tie. If that didn't happen, I can see the opera singer continue to snowball this game, and this would be very bad for them. So a tie is definitely a win for the survivors, considering how bad their first start was.
Yeah, and actually we could see like for survivors side, they had made a very good job here. So they changed the actually for the start, I thought is like the situation is more leaning toward to Fish, but now you see it's a tie game. So yeah, survivor side, they really did a good job here and ensure the tie.
Yeah, they definitely did very great, and I've just felt unfortunate on the Hunter side, because if he daringly teleported like a few seconds earlier, he could have stopped the gate entirely. But anyways, yeah, we're going to be taking into a quick break as the first round ended in a tie, so it'll be ATG's Hunter coming up next. So yeah, we're going to be taking a quick break. We'll see everyone after the break. See you in a bit.
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe. imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of night, the prey becomes the hunter!
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe, imitate, communicate. These are the keys that can forge a bond closer than any other. At least, that's what I believed at the time. Animals, much like humans, are trustworthy companions.
Wielder of a mystical power over animals, Jeffrey Bonavita!
Until his eyes gradually revealed an avaricious thirst. Profit is the only shortcut to communicate with their kind. Observe, imitate, strike! Under the cloak of...
Oh, bruh. I went to the wrong screen. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to more Manor Regulars action. We are your casters as Invisible Jong and Labby, and we're going to be bringing you more between the match of Somnia versus Team ATG. And moving on to the results, the first round ended in a tie for both sides. So actually, it's anyone's game right now, Labby. Because the first round ends a tie, so in the second round, both sides are looking to perform their best and try to win the first round so that they can move on to the BO2 with a lead. Yep.
You can continue.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like as we know, 2-2 is still anyone's game, so we are going to be seeing ATG's Hunter coming up against Somnia Survivor, and we did see yesterday they have a very high proficiency opera singer, so I do wonder will we see a battle of the opera singers here.
Yeah, I guess the Hunter, maybe they will pick the opera singer or the Ivy. And I'm very excited to see what is the band pick here.
Yeah.
So let's see.
You can see my in-game right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So for the first two bands here, we're going to be having the Seer and the Antiquarian band first. So I guess these are standard bands nowadays, just because Seer's out can block an extra hit, and Antiquarian, can disarm the Hunter, and it will be potentially a very painful situation for the Hunter.
And we could see the Survivor side, they have picked a Coordinator and Fire Investigator here.
Fire Investigator. Yeah, we don't see that very often. So Alabi, what do you think about this Fire Investigator pick?
But actually, I don't have idea right now because this is a very new character for me, and I'm very excited to see later how the Fire Investigator will play in the game.
Yeah, I am very excited too, because actually for Kadi, here's some background information, is that he mostly plays opera singer first in BO1, so knowing this, having the Fire Investigator is very interesting, because I'm not sure if the Fire Investigator would work too well against an opera, because the elbow pads bounce, or rather the rescue pads bounce. The survivors can use the rescue pads and bounce a distance too. But the thing is that the opera singer can move very fast. It's a type of you bounce, I bounce type of situation.
Yeah, so it will be and we can see the another two pick will be the First Officer and the Magician. Here seems like Coordinator, First Officer, Magicians is a very stable, but for Investigator, just now what I say, I don't have any idea, so I'm very excited to see how he will play later.
Yeah, I'm excited too, because he is a very new character. But here's also some information we saw yesterday, is that actually after the Fire Investigator got chaired in the basement, when he got rescued running out, he used the rescue pads to block off the entire wall, and oh my goodness, I realized why I have two Fire Investigators. Let me fix it. So as I was mentioned, he used the pads to block off the entire area, forcing the Hunter to charge attack and break it. So I'm excited to see, will we be seeing this type of play, because his rescue pads can be used to block off areas, forcing the Hunter to do a charge attack to hit through it.
Yeah, so like what Jong said, Heidi picked the opera singer here, and the map is
Red Church.
Red Church, right?
Yeah, Red Church.
Seems like the situation is more good to the opera side, because the Red Church is a small map here, so for opera he can dash and very quickly, and maybe he can chase very fast.
Yeah, definitely. It's a type of you dash, I dash, you jump, I jump type of situation. It reminds me before with the geisha. It's the geisha, when I was playing geisha, the toy merchant flew away, and then I'd be like, oh, you can fly? Sorry, I can fly, and surprised, and boom, you play Survivor, so I think you must have felt victim to these type of things before, right?
Yeah, and you can see magician in the graveyard area and the fight investigator in the middle. So I'm very excited to see where Opera going to. Oh, on the right hand side of the fight investigator. I guess Kylie will chase the fight investigator the first.
Yeah, actually chasing the fire investigator first is a very, very like favorable option. Just because, as I mentioned, you bounce, I bounce, and also the thing is the fire investigator has some type of support on his own. As I mentioned, he can use the rescue pad to block off areas. By chasing it first, it would remove any possibility of the fire investigator coming to harass you endgame, because like if you get chased first early game, then there's no endgame with the fire investigator.
Yeah, if Kaidi trying to chase the magician first, also okay, but he got 3 the wood, and in the graveyard area actually got a lot of pallets, so maybe you want to chase the magician would take some time.
Oh yeah, you're definitely right, especially considering the fact that the magician can use his decoys to drop off his wands at the shadow areas, forcing the opera singer to go around it. So yeah, I think it may take some type of time, but we actually see that Kaidi's opera singer has a very, very high proficiency, so we'll have to see how this plays out. Anyways, I'm your caster, Invisible Joan. Joined by me is Labby. We're heading into the game, and right off the bat we can see, seems that there's a bit of an issue as Kaidi seems to have lagged for a bit. So hold on, can you talk for a bit while I check out the situation?
Okay, sure. So it seems like Kaidi is trying to chase the magician first. I'm not sure why he paused. Maybe got some problem, but like what I said just now, if Kaidi trying to chase the magician first will be taking some time because he has a lot of palette and magicians still have the magic wand here, so will be there will be a lot of problem here. So yeah,
definitely a lot of problem is coming through. Oh, so yeah, the situation. Hold on. Yeah, so actually, like I just noted that ATG had some internet issues off camera. So we're waiting on it. Let's think about what can potentially happen, because it seems that from this he wants to chase the magician first. Maybe he wants to like force out the wands fast, and just do stuff. So, because actually opera singer can chase the magician if they are like very solid. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, the situation we're at is that we're asking for a restart because Kaidi unfortunately lagged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Internet problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah. Can you talk for a bit? Sorry.
Yeah, Joe is a bit busy right now because he become a comment. He needs commentating in front and behind. He needs to do the OBS there. So yeah. Hi guys, I'm Lavi.
Hi. Yeah. Just casually saying. Just casually saying hi to the chat. Yep. Yeah. Hello, this is Lappy. Like, this is her first time commenting in this tournament, and I was very excited to work with her because we didn't really have a chance in IVA, but we practiced a lot with each other. It would be a shame like not to show it.
Yeah, but thank you, John. Always be practicing with me. Thank you, love you.
oh my goodness. Yeah, no, it's okay. Like I love to teach I just love to teach new commentators. Like back then when I was practicing with you, it reminds me of the days when I first came into IDV and IVA. So it's just so much fun commentating because it sort of like transfers the excitement. And in one way, because I know that I'm not good enough as a competitive player, but this is one way to also enjoy the fun of the competitive scene.
Yeah, me too. I'm very happy to commentating with Jung too. Yeah, this is a chance for me right now. Yeah, become commentary in IMR.
Yep, definitely. Say hi to Lappy, everyone. Let's see. Oh, hold on, real quick. I'll just have to let Kai know.
So hi Labi. Actually, my Labi is Labii. Yeah, because Labi actually is. You guys know Crayon Shin-chan in Chinese. His name is like 蜡笔小新, and I just straight away translate the Labi.
Yeah. Her Lappy is Labi. Lappy is Labi.
Labi, yeah. Crayon.
Yeah. Oh, I remember back then, like in China, I called you Labi 老师.
Don't do that.
Well,
maybe I can call Zhong 老师.
we are both teachers teaching each other other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember when we were practicing, you also taught me and Sneaky like about how to use the voice and stuff like that, and it was so amazing to hear that the first time because I never heard of that before.
Yeah. Invisible John. Yeah, John is really a good commentary, you know.
Very good accent and English easy to understand. Oh yeah, my accent. About my accent is actually I'm from Hong Kong, so so whenever I speak Chinese, everyone knows it's from Hong Kong because Hong Kong accent cannot escape.
The first time I meet Jong speaking English, and I was like, oh, maybe Jong is a Chinese. I don't know. I know he's a Chinese, but I don't know where he from. And when he talked to me in Chinese, I was like, this boy come from Hong Kong.
Hong Kong accent cannot escape.
Yeah. Very cute. His Hong Kong accent is really like, you know, like I don't know how to explain, but it's really, really cute. And I asked Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, 香港口音跑不掉的 Hong Kong accent cannot escape. Oh yeah. Hold on. Kai went to test his ping.
Invisible. Okay. Oh, is it Kai?
Yeah. Kai went to. Yeah, we're waiting for Kai just now because he went to test his ping.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be a restart. Hopefully, we won't have more internet issues. But actually, I'm just glad that this is, I think, like the first restart of this entire tournament, and I'm glad because in the past we had a day where we had so many technical issues that we had like 3 or 4 restarts in one day, and it was so long and it was not fun that day.
It's okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Kai looks familiar. Yeah. Has internet issue.
Yeah. So while we're at it, let's see then.
Motown is crying.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Night Owl to prepare up the lobby. So while we're at it, sometimes rank also lag red ping. Yeah. I swear internet like red ping in rank makes my blood boil. Like I can accept a lose if I lose like normally, but if I lose cause red ping, I'll be like bruh. It's like, you know, Abby, it's like my blood pressure goes up along with the ping.
I can imagine it.
Blood pressure goes up along with the ping, like, and also your heartbeat goes up along with the ping.
Yeah. Like just now, someone sent a video inside the group when like Jong shouting, you know.
the one where I screamed when I got terror shocked, right?
Yeah. Can I repeat the shouting?
Go ahead. Sure. Why not? May as well to buy some time.
Yeah. very cute. Which group is it?
I think I tagged you.
Which intro? Is it chat group?
I think it's a band chat.
Can you tag me? Or big pan chat? I don't think so. Is that one?
I'll try.
Okay. I just saw the picture of this. Wait. Oh, here. It's loading.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why loading so long time?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just managing something. They were waiting for me to get in my
Screaming.
Yeah.
Why is lagging?
Wait, let's see. This is a mobile tournament, right? You mean no? Sometimes. Yeah, I mean it's a mobile. Actually, I never openly banned. I never openly banned PC players, but yeah. I mean, competitive theme is just a mobile tournament, but do you know the thing with opera singer players is that it burns your hands.
Yeah.
Like every time I play, my hands get burned because I have to swipe constantly and it hurts my fingers a lot. Well, yep. Hopefully things will be moving along this time, Labby, and there won't be any internet issues. But okay, just now from the chase, we know that Kaidi wants to go after the magician first. So the magician actually just realized that the magician was at the graveyard player. Yeah, and actually in graveyard there are so many shadow areas because you know like the two shadow areas are at the side with each other. So even if the magician uses the decoy to block off one side, then he can just jump to the other side.
Yeah.
So this might be a potential issue here. So anyways, both sides are going to be selecting the exact same talents as before. And we know the fact that the survivors selected broken windows, free broken windows, because opera singer, you need broken windows to kite out, flywheel doesn't do much. Look at this. Do opera singer's persona is called. You know before someone changed their persona name called Hai Jong.
Really?
Yeah.
My god, so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, so when you read the comment, Hai Jong say.
Yeah. And literally someone added Jong times another commentator shipping in their persona name, and I was like, bruh. Yeah, but sadly I cannot show. There were some interesting persona names that I cannot show because sometimes if someone adds some inappropriate things, then I'm like, bruh, bye.
And so someone say my PC cannot handle IDVs. Yeah, actually, yeah, I think is it a Malaysian? You know, like very Malaysian style. We like to say. Yeah, or like do.
Oh, that's Malaysian. Yeah, because
is it that Zuki is Malaysian?
Maybe actually, yeah, because from what I know, the Zuki from Astrosomnia and quite a member of Astrosomnia are from Malaysia, because this being a Southeast Asian tournament at all. But actually, I think we have a lot of Malaysian and Indonesian players here, and also a few Singaporeans.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Jing Jang Zhong. Alright, we're back now, so let's see Kaidi gonna hop straight to the magician, continuing the first. Oh my goodness, Kaidi is so fast over here, it's making me dizzy.
Yeah, it seems like very nice dash, but doesn't get hit. But now finally get a first hit from Magician here. Instead, Magician want to transition away. He don't want to kite inside the graveyard.
Yep, he definitely does not want to kite inside the graveyard. He knows that the graveyard, like there were a lot of shadows over there, so that Kaidi can instantly like teleport back. But now he's in a dangerous situation. Down he goes in under 40 seconds. Kaidi's opera.
Yes.
Yeah, it's under 40 seconds. Kaidi's opera singer, so terrifying.
I think they did not expect he kite that short. Yeah, but because we can see coordinator, maybe he will be the first one to rescue, but Kaidi don't want to give his chance. Oh, luckily he doesn't get a tire shock there. Oh my god.
Yeah, that scared me for a split second because that was very close. Like you don't fought against an opera singer in that distance. But the first officer here gonna pull off the rescue, and let's see if he's going to use the watch. Oh, Magician going to be instantly using a decoy here, able to trick the hunter a bit, but not being able to vault through the windows, and now he's going to take the hit. And Lappy, just look at this. Like, currently the cipher progress adding together is not even 2 ciphers. This is a very, very bad situation for the survivors right now.
I think for Magician, he couldn't do the rebound here, so it will be very hard because Kaidi want to bring Magician back to the chair just now because he wants to stop the one who decoding there, but seems like for survival side they had to sell the Magician. Maybe they could get a tie, but they had to sell the Magician. But the coordinator is coming for rescue right now, and let's see, does the Magician can did a rebound here?
Yeah, everything hinges on if the Magician can do the rebound, but Lappy, just pay attention to his tools because the Magician does not have any wand at all, so he's in a very bad situation. Let's see. Oh, blank here? Yep.
Oh my god.
Well, there goes the down.
Yeah, because for Kaidi, he don't want to waste too much time, so he directly use the blink. Actually, it's very, like, it's a correct, it's correct
Yeah,
thing.
very decisive on his part. But forcing out the blink is actually the one saving grace on the survivor's side, because now they know that they have no teleport, and oh, hold on, whoa! The first officer!
Oh, what happened?
I think they had a heartbeat and they panicked, and they did not know that Kaidi was in the hospital, or rather in the church. So they wanted to vault in the church as they did not know the opera singer was in there. So now this is a very bad situation. Cord no longer has any flare gun, so he has nothing to play around with. And just look at the ciphers, not even 4 ciphers in total, and the coordinator will go down.
Yeah, it seems like this is not good situation for the survivor side because don't look at the cipher progress.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, 4 cipher remaining and 1 cipher pop, still got 3 cipher, and already the second person go to the chair.
Yeah, like because the first down is very fast, and the second down wasn't that long either. So the good news is that they healed back up the first officer, but the bad news is that this is a basement chair. First officer no longer has Ty Turner, so it'll be very hard for him to bring the coordinator out. And the first officer also does not want to get hit here, so he's going to be leaving one to get out of the watch range, not being able to. But the time is looking very short over here. Let's see. Have to be very careful, not a lot of time. Mind games. Want to get the farm off the court. Is able to. First officer not being able to get the coordinator out of the basement, and now he is in danger as well.
Yeah, and actually for this situation, for survivor side, they have to try to maybe one man escape. And for Kaidi, he could try to 4K right now.
Yeah, for now, Kaidi is definitely in position for a 4-man elimination. Because the thing is that the survivors are still lacking a whole cipher. At this point of time, maybe they should just sacrifice and sell the coordinator and try to play for a 1-man potentially. But because if you have 2 people decoding, the downside is that Kaidi knows no one is coming to rescue, so they can send 1 person out. But it seems that Kaidi did not know that the magician or rather the fire investigator is decoding the last cipher. So he waited for a bit, allowing the 4th cipher to be done. But now Zuki will be in danger here.
Yeah, and Kaidi know the first officer is half health situation, so maybe the first officer will be very hard. First officer will be very hard because he's half health. If he's trying to decode, I think Kaidi will trick away, teleport, and go and find him.
Oh, I like this. I like this elbow pad, or rather rescue pad. It blocks off. Oh, goes for blink. He wants to go for a terror shot, not being able to. And actually, this missed blink is huge over here because now this means he no longer has teleport to harass the ciphers. So now Lucas, on the other hand, has all the time in the world to pop that cipher, and Kaidi will be forced to go after him. But going after him's consequence is that now the fire investigator can rush back to his cipher to decode it.
I think Heidi's want to down the fire investigator first, so he directly used the blink. But yeah, like what I say, if just now he's directly teleport, maybe the first officer will be down very quickly.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I guess he just wanted to stall. But oh, let's see. Palamine is able to get the hit through. This is not good because now this means that Kaidi is going to can chair the fire investigator, or rather the first officer if he wants to. He's going to wait for a bit. So this is actually in a standstill type of situation right now because he can't exactly chair, or else Zuki has a very likely chance to get out through the basement, or rather the dungeon. But if he does not chair, then this will also be in the survivor's favor. So now Kaidi can just only balloon Lucas, bring him closer to wait out for his teleport time.
Yeah, so and we can see fire investigator know what Kai want to do right now, so he don't want to decode and trying to play like hide and seek.
Yeah, definitely. The name of this game is now called Identity V, is now called Hide and Seek because they want to hide. So Lucas actually self-healed is 99% right now. He probably won't heal himself back up just yet. He just wants to play this slow, maybe bleed out, give time for fire investigator to decode for a bit. But the thing is that the fire investigator also needs to be a bit careful because if his location gets known, then he'll get teleported on top too. But I think I think now the first officer should get close towards the cipher at the graveyard so that if Zuki gets chased and goes down, he can instantly decode it.
You can see the fire investigator inside the shake.
Doesn't see he knows.
Yeah, but it seems like the pressure is going to survivor side right now because first officer, if straight away use the self healing, I think Kai will straight away go back.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, but actually, I think now Lucas is gonna go back towards that cipher, but I think maybe he should find an item and try to self heal himself first. And maybe the decision to self-healing at that point of time was not the best because now he's gonna get teleported on top too, and the moment he goes down, it's almost sealed. So, I feel like maybe not the best move here. Maybe could wait a bit longer before the self-heal.
Yeah, it seems like if Lucas can try to kite, maybe around 30 seconds more, maybe the cipher can decode right now. Yeah, and we can see fire investigator is trying to decode right now. And for Lucas side, he had to try to kite the long he can.
Yeah, actually now this is in favor back into the survivor side because Lucas is stalling out a lot of time over here as Kaidi. Yeah, the ciphers will be prime and we are approaching endgame, but the problem of endgame now is that Lucas still does not have self-heal. So the moment Lucas goes down over here, the fire investigator is still going to be an issue. So I feel like I don't know. I feel like maybe they should not have popped the cipher. I feel like they should not pop and maybe have Kaidi just hover around for a bit and try and escape through dungeon because the thing is that Kaidi does not dare to walk away from the first officer for too long. If the Kaidi walks away from the first officer, then Zuki can pop it and the FO is up alive.
Seems like Kaidi want to get a 4K here, so oh my god, he saw a fire investigator, so I think for this match will be a 4K situation here because yeah, it's a 4K. Like what Joe say, I don't know why they popped the cipher just now.
Yeah, because the thing is that I don't think they can pop the cipher because let's say if the opera singer chooses to chair the first officer, then the fire investigator can try and play for a dungeon because he's still in full health, so it's doable. And if the fire investigator teleports, then he can instantly pop. Or if he chooses to just slowly move his way towards there, he can also still pop. So I feel like their chances of getting a one-man is larger if they chose to not pop rather than popping it.
Yeah, but congratulations for the hunters that get a 4K situations. Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, like a definitely very strong performance. Like the first down, second down were very fast. And I'll say this, I love watching Kaidi's opera singer because it's very fluent and very fast. It is like, because sometimes some opera singers, they would like stop a bit in between dashes, but you don't see that with Kaidi. It just showcases how proficient his opera singer is.
That's really professional, you know, like he dash hit, dash hit, you know? I'm the survivor. Actually, I play survivor. If I made this hunter, I was like, shit, I'll get 4K. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, not this again.
Oh no, oh no.
Yeah. Anyways, such an amazing performance, and yeah, we're gonna be taking a quick break just to like relieve ourselves from this pressure and like the pressure this opera singer brings to us. So we'll see everyone after the break. So see you in a bit.
Goodness me, would you look at
Man
that?
lives with lions. Yes, with lions.
Observe.
Death and succession, flux and transformation. All existence bows to the divine scales of justice. Stolen seeds shall bear no fruit. Covetous eyes shall never see the end. Shackled creations shall know not perfection, and thou shalt not elude thy fate. Behold this ancient shackle, a miracle coveted by many, condemned to the shadows for miracles wrought, eyes left blind for secrets glimpsed. As one becomes two, so does fate flow. Destiny demands its due. Not only flowers wither and die. Death and succession, flux and transformation. All existence bows to the divine scales of justice. Stolen seeds shall bear no fruit. Covetous eyes shall never see the end. Shackled creations shall know not perfection, and thou shalt not elude thy fate. Behold this ancient shackle, a miracle coveted by many, condemned to the shadows for miracles wrought, eyes left blind for secrets glimpsed. As one becomes two, so does fate flow. Destiny demands its due. Not only flowers wither and die. Death and succession, flux and transformation. All existence bows to the divine scales of justice. Stolen seeds shall bear no fruit. Covetous eyes shall never see the end. creations shall know not perfection, and thou shalt not elude thy fate. Behold this ancient shackle, a miracle coveted by many, condemned to the shadows for miracles wrought, eyes left blind to secrets glimpse. As one becomes two, so does fate flow. Destiny demands its due.
Not only flowers wither and die.
Death and succession, flux and transformation. All existence bows to the divine scales of justice. Stolen seeds shall bear no fruit. Covetous eyes shall never see the end. Shackled creations shall know not perfection, and thou shalt not elude thy fate. Behold this ancient shackle, a miracle coveted by many, condemned to the shadows for miracles wrought, eyes left blind to secrets glimpse. As one becomes two, so does fate flow. Destiny demands its due.
Not only flowers wither and die.
Death and succession, flux and transformation. All existence.
Alright, we're back with more IMR action. I'm your caster Invisible Joan. Joined by me is Labby. So for the first round, Team ATG is now in the lead of a score of 7-2. So things are definitely not looking good for A.SMN because like a 5-point defect is also pretty large, and considering the fact that they must like the losing team of this match will be eliminated from this tournament for good. For Team A.SMN, they definitely will be looking to step up the game, as they definitely do not want to get four-manned, or rather like lose the second round and get eliminated.
Yeah, and the pressure is leaning toward to the A.SMN side because they had to try to win in round 2, right?
Yeah, because let's see. Yeah, because the thing is that they can tie round 2 ideally, but the thing is that if they tie round 2, that means that they will be having a 5-point trail moving on to the third round, and as we all know in competitive scene, a 5-point defect in third round is very hard to reverse from. So normally in these type of situations, the losing team will be looking to win both BO2 and BO3 in like, let's say a 5-3, so they can sort of like have an easier way than getting a 5-point back in one round.
So in the band pick selection, and we can see the map they selected is Chinatown. It's a very big map, right?
Yeah, a very big map, and also a map that is very good with Opera Singer, because both players played Opera Singer last round. But I do imagine that we probably won't be able to see Opera Singer in this round, because it'll probably get banned, as PP Fish will be banning the Antiquarian and the Seer first, which, like, as we know, Seer Antiquarian stable in this meta, like, just default bans, I would say.
Yeah, for the survivor side, they banned the Ivy. I'm guessing, like, for Fish, he banned the Seers because he know, maybe he know, like, the opera will get banned, so he banned the seer, I guessing. But for the survivor side, hey, you think I want to ban your opera? No, I'm ban the IV.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what is the rationale behind this, because the thing is that they selected Embalmer and Priestess, and I do not know if this is necessarily the best move, because Opera Singer's not afraid of the Priestess at all, Embalmer not too much, and Chinatown, get this, Chinatown is a map where Opera Singer is very strong at, because we know that it's like there are a lot of shadow areas, so the Opera Singer can easily dash around, so ATG must be making a statement. It's going to be like, I am not afraid of your Opera Singer, bring it on, type of thing.
Wow, yeah. And we can see the next band for Fish is Prospector and Prisoner.
Yeah, the next band. So First Officer and Prisoner. I'm just very intrigued because the bands here are leaning towards like an Ivy pick, but the Ivy has already been banned. Maybe he just does not want to see these characters, as I am more than 90% certain that PP Fish will be playing the Opera Singer here. And the Postman! Oh, the Postman! Interesting, we don't see that every day. Like,
the Postman!
Yeah. Like, one thing though is that the Postman has been buffed already, is that if the dog, if like his dog gets the bite of the Opera Singer, it would pause the hunter for 1 second, and if he gets that bite while a survivor is on the balloon, that survivor would come off the balloon. And he is also a fast decoder and can help in gates. But the issue is that he is very vulnerable for the first chase. So this is equivalent to the Postman holding like a huge neon sign saying "Chase me first."
Yeah, and it seems like for this selection for survivor side, they select the Embalmer, and the Priester is trying to get a tie game because you know Embalmer is very strong to get tie and just yeah.
Yeah, Embalmer is the king of ties. Like we actually seen that at the last game between Team Vacuity and Team He Tian, the King of Kashin. Oh my goodness! Let's see it. Let's see. Is this real? Is this real? I'll wait. Hold on.
Wait.
Oh, it is real. It's locked in. Okay, so it is the breaking wheel. So one thing to note is that PP Fish is also known as a breaking wheel player, and we've seen yesterday that Lumensomnia used the breaking wheel against ATG and they lost. So today, after Somnia, their sister team is going to be like, well, now it's my turn to play the breaking wheel. And Wheel is very strong against here. Wheel is good against Embalmer and also Priestess too, because the Wheel is not afraid of the Priestess portals at all. And I myself personally also love watching the breaking wheel play just because it rolls around so fast.
It's like the first officer in the middle. I'm guessing maybe the Fish will try to chase the Postman. Oh! Okay, I'm not a seer, so I'm not like know the future, so I'm guessed wrong already. But for this small location, it seems like Fish trying to chase the Embalmer the first.
Yeah, probably can chase the Embalmer first because Embalmer is sort of like a whiteboard early game. But we do see that the Embalmer has both broken windows and flywheel effect. So this Embalmer is like max kite persona. So yeah, he'll be relying heavily on the personas he has because he doesn't have anything else here. So yeah, Embalmer can be the first chase, but Priestess also can be depending on how the breaking wheel wants to play. But I would reckon YT's Embalmer still be better, and I actually, because considering the fact that in this team comp they don't have that many support, so should the first down be too fast, they don't have a survivor that can turn it around.
Yeah, if like Jones say, but I think the breaking wheel can chase the Embalmer first because because he just got a coffin. So if you chase the Embalmer first, you can burn the coffin and maybe can ensure a tie or more than tie.
Yeah, that definitely. So we'll have to see. I'm excited to watch this breaking wheel. Right off the bat, PP Fish will be swapping into wheel form, heading straight for the Embalmer, who dropped a coffin and will be instantly approaching him. So let's see, can YT evade? Oh, able to evade the first one. And now this is the thing is that it can easily play merry-go-round, but if used white, he's going to be looping around these wall areas. It's going to give the opening for PB Fish to get a spike and now have a trap. And if able to get the trap over here, an instant hit, a very, very fast hit from PB Fish over here. Amazing move. So now the Embalmer is one spike from dead. That was such a clutch trap by PB Fish.
Yes, very fast. And another trap here, but luckily, the Embalmer go away. But it seems like, oh my god, it will be very fast pace here, I think, and change the human form here.
Yeah, he had to wait for a bit, but we'll be switching human form first. But one thing to note though is that this Embalmer has a flywheel effect, so there's a chance that the pessimistic snap can get flywheel. Let's see. Yup, very smart to snap when like the Embalmer is at the other side of the building. So Embalmer will be opting for an instant coffin, but the good news for PB Fish is that the officer got baited into using one of his watch. So that means that the item will be left now for the survivors.
Yeah, and I think for survivor side, they can after the embalmer get chased. I think they can straight away just sell the embalmer, try to get a tie game. But a very nice flywheel. Did you see that, Joe?
Yeah, I saw that. A very nice flywheel, but not being able to last for long.
Oh, very nice mind gaming, but finally Yash get hit and down.
Yup, so yeah, with that, down goes the Embalmer. But we can see that it's a near free cipher situation, but if it's a near free cipher situation in the first chase, then it's a tieable game. But the second chair, this is not good. And now PB Fish swap back to wheel form, just going to spin around, trying to look for who the next rescuer is. But it doesn't seem the survivor wants to rescue or maybe wait for a bit, as Yu Jiang will be waiting. But you have to rescue though, because selling in front of a breaking wheel is not really an option.
Oh, but we can see first officer coming for the rescue right now, and oh, a very nice target attack. So this is second time Embalmer go to chair. Yeah.
Yeah, this will be. Go ahead.
You can just continue.
Yeah. No, I was just about to say that this is actually Embalmer's last chair because he already used the coffin to respawn once. But actually now that the Embalmer is going to be eliminated, we can see the cipher progress is looking very good because we have two ciphers that are over 90% and one is 70%. So right now PB Fish probably wants to find the one cipher that is being done by Priestess, because this one being primed, pressuring it doesn't do much, but chooses to rush over there at a weird time and going down. I personally feel like what the officer should have done is to just instantly pop it, because the wheel can't do much against you, so this chair was completely avoidable on Yu Jiang's side.
Yeah, and the situation will be tie game because you see like the last cipher going to be popped, and now the poster is coming for the rescue here. So let's see if Fish can try to get a tire shot. Oh, but couldn't. So yeah, after I think first officer get hit and the cipher pop maybe. Oh, but they straight away pop the cipher.
Yeah, because the thing is the Embalmer still has one coffin too, the first officer still has one watch to work with. So the moment he misses here, he actually has to instantly swap to go back to the gates, because the dungeon is this side of the map, and if he allows himself to waste too much time trying to down this first officer, this will open the door for the Priestess and the Embalmer, or rather the Postman, to get out the other side. And look, or maybe they can even just exit through the gate. There's a lot too much options here, because the thing is that PB Fish wasted too much time getting this officer, so now the officer can get out through the gate, and this... Oh, wait, hold on. He managed to trap them. Hold on. This is still anyone's game. You have to be very, very careful here. Officer... Hold on. Officer does not have tied flywheel effect, so... But he just cannot give... He just cannot give out any distance.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think this will be one of those games where we can see a standstill. But oh yeah, if the thing is, if PB Fish wait for too long, then Yu Jiang can just pull out all the spikes and wait for detention and pull out all the spikes. So Yu Jiang also, PB Fish here also cannot waste too much time. But he's throwing too many traps.
Yeah, he threw a lot of trap. Oh my god, oh my god! You can do it!
Oh, he's dashing towards the gate now because he knows he can't get through the dungeon. So let's see. Oh, but he missed. PP Fish misses the trap again. And he cannot switch back into wheel form at this point.
Oh!
This is just a complete standstill, but PP Fish cannot continue to waste his traps, but he also cannot get past stunned too. But I think PP Fish is still the one in advantage side over here because, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's still the one in advantage side here because the only thing that Yu-Zhang can do is to just pull the trap and wait for detention to be out. But the more it stalls, the more advantage it is to PP Fish just because he can wait for his blink.
Yeah. So it's a very nice game, guys. So we can see actually Fish did a very nice breaking wheel. He played breaking wheel very well too.
Yeah. And actually the down and everything was good. It was just the fact that the Embalmer Coffin instantly respawned definitely saved it because it prevented the breaking wheel really have a chance to do like a field control type of thing. So honestly, the team comp selected from ATG's side was very good, and a tie is acceptable for them because now their hunter can, or rather their hunter can play for a tie, as Aster Somnia Survivor will be looking for a free escape next game. Yeah.
They were nice.
Yeah, definitely very nice. Anyways, we're going to be heading into quick pause, and we'll see everyone after the break. See you in a bit.
Death and succession, flux and transformation. All existence bows to the divine scales of justice. Stolen seeds shall bear no fruit. Covetous eyes shall never see the end. Shackled creations shall know not perfection, and thou shalt not elude thy fate. Behold this ancient shackle, a miracle coveted by many, condemned to the shadows for miracles wrought, eyes left blind for secrets glimpsed. As one becomes two, so does fate flow. Destiny demands its due.
Not only flowers wither and die.
Death and succession, flux and transformation. All existence bows to the divine scales of justice. Stolen seeds shall bear no fruit. Covetous eyes shall never see the end. Shackled creations shall know not perfection, and thou shalt not elude thy fate. Behold this ancient shackle, a miracle coveted by many, condemned to the shadows for miracles wrought, eyes left blind for secrets glimpsed. As one becomes two, so does fate flow. Destiny demands its due.
Not only flowers wither and die.
Death and succession, flux and transformation. All existence bows to the divine scales of justice. Stolen seeds shall bear no fruit.
Oh my god. Oops, we were muted. I forgot to unmute. Yeah, Jong being Jong again.
Oh.
Oops. Yeah, so basically, hello everyone. We've been talking for like the past 3 minutes without, yeah, which you feel because Jong is dumb. But anyways, we're moving on to the ban pick. We see the mercenary and officer getting banned, and the reason of this is because, as I mentioned exactly, like Kaidi has a Hell Ember, and Hell Ember is known for camping. So I think Kaidi wants to play the Hell Ember.
Yeah, you can see the mercenary and first officer get banned, and the oppressing also get banned. And for the survivor side, they have picked the toy merchant and whipping clown. Oh.
Yeah, I actually like this pick on Aster Somnia's side, because as we know, Kaidi being a Hell Ember main, and Hell Ember actually does not like survivors that have massive transition abilities here. So this team comp here has massive transition abilities with both the Weeping Clown and Toy Merchant, especially considering the fact that the Weeping Clown has gotten a buff that the cooldown is much less, and he also moves faster. He also can like have the charge faster, so I'm excited to see how this Weeping Clown will play out.
Yeah, based on the ban pick here, what character do you think the hunter side will pick?
It really depends on what Kaidi has in his character pool. I will say this though, like we did see him playing Gamekeeper in the third round yesterday, and Gamekeeper is definitely a possibility here, and I think the survivors were also aware, that's why they had the Gravekeeper as the third survivor being selected, and the last ban Psycho and Embalmer, but they also have an Embalmer. I guess they want to rely on this coffin to to like counter the Hell Ember because as we know, Hell Ember being a very strong camping hunter, so that's why they need a survivor that can respawn.
Yeah, actually, I'm very excited to see how Toy Merchant will do it in the game later because for this lineup, actually it's not really stable.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's not stable at all because like in one way or another there's risks. But I think it's also the time that where the survivors know that they have to like give it their all, and so that's why we can see this counter comp towards the Gamekeeper, the Hell Ember. But I think Kaidi may want to go for the Gamekeeper here because Gamekeeper can sort of hook the Weeping Clown when he's on his rocket, and same thing with Toy Merchant, hook him before he has a chance to take off there. But we'll have to see what Kaidi is being selected, but I don't think he will want to go for Hell Ember because this seems like a bad comp. Okay.
Leon?
No, I'm not the seer, Labby. I'm not the seer. Seems like it's still... Yeah, seems like it still will be the Hell Ember.
Kaidi? Are you sure?
Yeah, no. Kaidi is an S-Batch Hell Ember. So it was always in his consideration for this Hell Ember. I just did not expect him to play because this team comp seems bad for a Hell Ember. Yeah, Jong is not seer. I see you in the chat. Anyways, we're gonna be seeing moving on into the area selection. So Labby, you wanna go ahead?
Yeah, so we can see the Gravekeeper in the middle and the Toy Merchant on the bottom, and the Whipping Cloud is behind of the Gravekeeper, and the Embalmer is on the corner side. Seems like Kaidi can chase the Embalmer first because you know the but actually for Kaidi he can chase the Embalmer or the Gravekeeper also can because he can burn the Gravekeeper Titaner also.
Yeah, and also the fact that Gravekeeper does not have transitional ability. So actually the I'll apologize if this is wrong as I do not play Hell Ember, but I personally believe that Gravekeeper is not that strong against Hell Ember because he uses his coffin to dive under, or rather his shovel to dive underground, but he can still get chased down by the Hell Ember on pure foot. So it'll be very hard for the Gravekeeper to kite the Hell Ember for a significant amount of time here. So that's why he'll probably have to pay attention. Again, I'll apologize if I'm wrong, but I think Gravekeeper definitely need to watch out as chasing anyone else does not seem to be the best option here. Toy Merchant, Weeping Clown both can transition, and the Embalmer can respawn. Yep, anyways, we're going to be hopping into the match between ATG and A.SMN, potentially the last match, with your caster Invisible Jung and Labby. Right off the bat, Kaidi will be wandering around, just trying to find the best target. Survivor is also just scattered across the map right now, Embalmer spawning map, but let's see who is Kaidi's actual target. It seems to be the Gravekeeper as I predicted.
Yeah, seems like but Gravekeeper can use the shovel first, right?
Yeah, he can use the shovel to delay like the chase time, but the downside of this,
yeah, he can waste Kaidi time too. So it seems like yeah.
For Kaidi, yeah, he used the Phantom Soul to destroy the pallet and okay, seems like we have a situation here. But I was about to say is that I was wondering if the Hell Ember was trying to wait for the Gravekeeper's shovel to wear off, or was he just trying to like attack? But I think it would be better to attack because Hell Ember brought Insolence, and Insolence. Yeah, and with Insolence he could get the first presence, the yellow puppet, and then his chasing will be increased significantly. So hold on a second as I try and check access the situation. Oh, pink spike.
Oh.
So yeah, while we wait for the survivors to be back, to resume, is that after the Hell Ember will likely hit the Gravekeeper, and after he hits the Gravekeeper, then he'll have full presence, and he can use the yellow puppet to transition to like try and land traps, and he also probably has blink. So I think it'll be very dependent on how he uses the yellow puppet, because the weakest thing of Hell Ember is early game, but if you can sort that, then you have a whole sky ahead of you.
Yeah, it seems like I can hear my sound. Is it?
Oh, I think it's a bit echo, but yeah.
Yeah, I can hear myself. Yeah. It talks.
Yeah, because your speaker bounced back from my mic. Oh, yeah, I think Labby is fixing something at her side. So while we're at it, yeah, so Lucas is restarting his game. I'm still trying to think like what else can be, because we actually noticed that there are 2 Tide Turners from the Survivor side. The Weeping Clown also have Tide Turner, but the Weeping Clown can't really rescue off a Hell Ember. But I will imagine that there is the possibility of Weeping Clown using the rocket to rocket stun and instant rescue. That's the only option if they want this rescue. Or they can also, because I did not see if the Embomber recorded the Gravekeeper, but if he did, then they can use the Gravekeeper's help, Embomber's help to respawn too. Oh, Labby, is everything okay?
Wait,
Yeah, sure.
lagging.
Sure.
My turn.
My turn. It's the festivals of lag today. Like literally, we did not have lag for any previous matches, and this game we have issues.
Yeah.
Oh, it restarted. Anyways,
Okay.
back. Let's see. Oh, but seems like Kaidi does not want to swing and rather wait out this shovel to expire and get the hit, unlock first present, and then use blink to get the second hit. And that's why, as I mentioned before the game, the Gravekeeper is the one vulnerable here.
Yeah, it seems like, but luckily Gravekeeper have wasted some time and buy some time for his teammate to decoding. So, for Kaidi, he had to try to down the Gravekeeper as fast as possible right now.
Oh, look at this, a very nice yellow puppet going to go for the blink here. Lucas not being able to get out the coffin in time, so down goes the Gravekeeper, and this is around a near 2.5 Cypher Kite, which is not too bad, but too bad in normal hunters, but being a Hell Ember, this is not good for the survivors at all, because actually the thing with Hell Ember is that it's very easy to snowball.
Yeah, and it seems like the Weeping Clown is coming for rescue, but Leo's is very hard to rescue, you know, Joe?
Yeah, we know it's very hard unless
Very shocked.
Yeah, unless the Weeping Clown can rocket, but able to get the rocket stun. Oh, but hold on, he let go for a bit.
God.
Hold on, because actually I think he was trying to prevent the yellow puppet from hitting, but because if we look at here, the yellow puppet never had a Phantom Soul, and because he already got the stun off the Hell Ember, so actually he could have just directly rescued, and he would be able to pull it off. The Gravekeeper can rebound Kite for a bit, but him going down now just changes things significantly, and now, oh
my God, a very nice terror shock.
I think it's one of those tricks where he, oh sorry, I spit out, but I think it was one of those tricks where he threw the puppet, the instant swap while hitting, so he's able to get a hit spawning mid-air. And yeah, that's the survivors knew that it was dangerous to rescue in front of Hell Ember. That's why they chose this team comp. But the Hell Ember managing to find the one weakness of the Gravekeeper got him down, and then just continued snowball from this. And the Weeping Clown feeling that rescue was also detrimental.
Yeah, it seems like the situation is leaning towards Kaidi, and for Kaidi's side, he just need to ensure he can get tie or more than tie. And for Survivor's side, they had to get tie right, because this is a second round, and if they doesn't get tie, that's mean game over.
Yeah, but I don't think they can get a tie here, because the thing is that he even manages to get a hit on the Toy Merchant by that trick where you get a hitbox swapping, like that is a trick from very, very proficient Hell Ember players, and seeing it being like played now is amazing. So now Toy Merchant will be down, Weeping Cloud sent back to the Manor, and Bomber is the only one left in the vicinity in half health. And the thing is that Kaidi doesn't need to chair, or rather Kaidi doesn't need to leave her on the ground. He can chair if he wants because he needs only a 3-man for a win, but it seems that Kaidi is hungry for that 4-man here, Labby.
Yeah, it seems like, oh, he found Embalmer here and a very nice blink. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that is going to seal the fate over here of both the Toy Merchant and the Embalmer is going to get chaired. And yeah, with this being a 4-man elimination and all, I think this is going to mark the end of this game. So yeah, Zuki will be chaired here. So congratulations for Team ATG for managing to defeat Active Somnia, defeating 2 Somnia teams in a row and advancing to the semi-finals next week, where they will be playing against, I think, Team Vacuity. But yep, that marks the end. And Labby, I don't know about you, but I'm just amazed with this Hell Ember, with all those trickeries and stuff.
Oh my god, like, I want to say again, if I made this hunter GG.W.
Yeah, GG.WP. Like, I would die without knowing what even happened in the first place.
You know, actually, for the first game, just now, in the early game, I feel like, maybe both sides will get a tie, but after that, he showed us how the Leo's skill, like, you know, very easy, got the Terror Shock. Actually, for Leo, he get 5 Terror Shock, 2 Terror Shock, right?
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, it was 2.
2, oh yeah, 2. He showed us how, like, Leo very hard to rescue. Next time, if my teammate, they die, you just go, I will just tell you. If the hunter is a Leo, I just tell you. You don't think I will rescue you? Oh my god.
Maybe it would be better if they chose to sell just now, but the Weeping Clown actually already got the rocket stun on the Hell Ember. He just needed to rescue, but he got scared into thinking the yellow puppet would hit him and he missed his best time. So anyways, congratulations to ATG. And yeah, Kaidi just had a very amazing performance today, showcasing everyone why he's the boss here.
Yeah, and for this match he get 4K, right? But I remember just now he also get 4K, so
yeah,
wow, really strong hunter. Oh my god.
Yep, definitely. So once again, congratulations. And okay, Labby, just to let you know, in this tournament, I'll interview the winning team. So we'll go down, like, do you see the interview VC at the Discord? We're gonna go there and I'm gonna interview, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, let's go to that VC. Hi Labby. Hello Kaidi. Welcome back.
Hello.
Oh wait, hold on, let me get Labby here. Yeah, no Labby, you can join the VC too.
Okay.
Alright, so hello Kai.
Hello. The other one's gone.
Yeah, yeah, she's here now. So yeah, welcome back. So obvious question out of the way first. So you guys just won. How does it feel?
I feel happy like we get to come back.
Yeah, because you managed to make it through the losers bracket. So you like are now at the semifinals because you're 2 matches away. So well, first of all, I just would like to talk about the obvious thing out of the way. That Hell Ember play. I would love to talk about how you like. I would like to know how exactly you like, what was your thought behind the Hell Ember pick? Because like we were talking on the stream that we felt like this is a bad comp for the Hell Ember, but you pulled it anyway, manages to pull it off with some pretty good tricks, I see.
Well, actually, Hell Ember is, I know he has to plays, but as long as he feels rescued, then I'm fine.
I think you stuttered a bit. I can't hear you clearly.
Yeah, I think my mic is a bit broken today.
Okay, then maybe you just
so-
answer in short sentences. Yeah.
Okay, so for me is as long as they feel rescue, then I'm fine.
Oh yeah, definitely. However's game is camping, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And the other one I would like to highlight is that your opera singer was also very amazing because it would make me very dizzy from how fast your hands on. You must have trained so hard for this fluent opera singer, right?
Yeah, I practice a lot.
Yeah, opera singer high ceiling. And also, I wonder, do you know for the survivor side, because we actually see that the breaking wheel played in the second round and actually got a down on the embalmer very fast. But the embalmer, but I feel like your team comp ended up working out as the embalmer prevented it from snowballing. So I wonder what was your logic behind the team choices for the second round for survivors.
To be honest, that was not what we planned.
Uh-huh.
That was not what the lineup we agreed on. When they went out, I was like, oh, what kind of lineup is this? Honestly, if the opponent picked Sangria, I'm a bit afraid. But I don't know why he didn't pick.
So you were expecting an opera singer, but did not expect a breaking wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, because that lineup, I don't think it's good against opera.
Yeah, actually, I agree. It's not too good against opera though too. So, but yeah. In the end, they managed to hold out a tie for you to end things in a fashionly way. So the next one of the last question is that you'll be up against Team Faculty next Saturday. So are you ready for it?
Hope I'm ready.
Well, because y'all will be battling for the final, so better be. Anyways, Kylie, once again, congratulations for Team ATG for managing to win and advance to next week. So, yep, with that wraps up the end of today's stream. Thank you all viewers for joining in as we end this week's IMR. But don't forget, there is still next week, as we still have 3 teams that remains, and the finals will also be decided next week. So make sure to stay tuned. And I'm Invisible Joan, joined by Miss Lappy and Kai. So thank you all for checking the stream. See you all next week. Bye, guys.